Bam! Guess what, y'all? We're playing D&D.
Was good.
Hell yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Get yourselves nice and cozy. Get yourself a snack, a drink, anything you want. Strap in. We're playing D&D, and although we used to play the Rift, we still do. We are taking some time, just while one of our players is away, to play another game called Aristea, Heroes and Dead Men, presented by Doug.
Thank you.
Sponsored by. I felt like
made by me.
Sponsored by Doug, the man, the myth, the legend.
The lizard wizard.
Tell me to destroy you.
I'm also just excited because I can finally run this on my channel without my computer exploding. Let's go.
It's gonna be
Oh
great.
my goodness.
I know, it's awesome. Oh my god. Anyway, hi everybody. If you don't know me, you should. I am Finny the Great. I am everybody's favorite little extronaut, and I've crash landed in this D&D session, and I'm very excited. Who wants to introduce themselves first? I mean, I did, but like second.
Well, don't speak up all at once.
Nose goes.
Typically, we would typically start from left to right, so my vote is for Shaman, and we'll just go down the line.
All right, I got you. Hey everybody, I'm Shaman. The owl on my shoulder is Chonky, and it's been a while since I've introduced myself, but I'm a VTuber on hiatus that is coming out of hiatus for this beautiful campaign before us, and I am immensely excited to get started.
Me too. Heck yeah. MK.
MK's next.
It's my turn. All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello, everybody. My name's MKPrince. You could just call me Prince for short, or MK, whichever you prefer. I just met everybody. Like 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Chonky actually dragged me by the sleeve of my shirt. He says, "Hey, we're doing D&D," and I said, "What?" And here I am.
I didn't have to pull very hard.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I've been playing D&D for a while, and it's good to join you guys.
Oh my god. I'm so
we're
excited.
so happy to have you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And then Swap.
That's me. Hello, everyone. My name is Swoftsheep. I'm your friendly neighborhood sheep tuber. I love all things sheep and like soft adjacent. I usually swip that. It's because I'm in a different place right now. It's because I'm not doing things at my computer.
Everything's backwards.
But yeah, I am longtime good friend of all of these people except MK, who I already think is great. And
Yo.
we're gonna have some fun and play some D&D today. I'm really excited.
You ever have a hamster?
I had a hamster once when I was like 9.
That's because you like soft stuff, right? So if you rub a hamster with felt or something, it becomes so soft you can barely feel it.
True science.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Shaman.
It's worth celebrating, believe me.
Oh my god. You're too kind. Thank you for all the gifts.
I meant to target people, but I couldn't.
Oh no.
Got lazy and just hit everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, I got that shotgun spread with
Oh my
subs.
god. Oh my lordy. So much is happening. Also, I don't know why the alert didn't come up for it, but Cassie design followed, so thank you.
Lee.
Yeah. I don't know
How does
why
that
things are breaking.
What is a stream without a little scuff?
What is my streams without a little scuff, okay? I feel like every time I stream, it's always a bit scuffy anyway. So,
It's just how it works at this point.
Yeah, it's just, listen, you guys are all, actually, I didn't crash land into this stream, you all crash landed into my ship. You are all on the egg carton. Yep.
I was already here.
Egg carton.
Yes, we're all playing in the back. It's very cozy back here.
Very roomy.
Exactly. Anyway, you ready? Are we ready to party?
We got one more person to introduce.
You got me.
Oh yes, of course. How could I possibly forget? The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Doug.
Hi, I'm Doug. A DM.
Great.
Making a lot of progress on this campaign. Hope it's good. That's what we got.
Yeah.
An introduction to end all introductions.
For real. I
I used
can't.
to have a whole
The
thing.
modesty
I
is-
can't. Too much. I don't want to mention Lizard Wizard or Dungeon Master. It's too much work.
Well, that's Doug. He's very cool. He wrote this,
Hi.
by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Too much work went into this, but yeah, we'll get there.
Well,
I'm gonna
sure there will
enjoy every
be
minute
more.
of it.
Same.
I hope.
Same.
I got
I
it.
can't wait.
It's gonna be valuable every single minute of it. Whether I enjoy it, I guess, remains to be seen. Because
Oh,
I might
shucks.
have a bad time. I don't know. Like maybe my character will die.
Very true.
I'm foaming at the mouth.
3,
Alright.
2, 1, go game! That's your character.
Okay, alrighty. So, are you guys ready to get started?
Indeed.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Cool. Finn, can we have a recap of last time?
Well, no.
Why not?
Because this is the first time.
Because this is the first time.
Oh, that's a thing we might want to wait for.
Oh.
Swaft has lost power.
Oh no.
We
No.
will probably need to just take a moment and let that happen.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no, we have to be entertaining without Swaft.
Dear God.
Oh, my friend.
Impossible.
Physically impossible.
My dearest friend, my compatriot, my sheep friend.
Damn it,
Sad.
Swaft.
Oh, okay. She's on her way back.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things to discuss, but they will be better suited for later times. So,
Oh boy. Woohoo.
just to make sure everybody knows, you got that music going.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
hears that. Everybody got that checked.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Music is fire.
Yes, if it's quiet on the stream end, let me know and I will crank it up, because I turned it down just in case. For me, it was blasting at first when I turned it on, and I was like, whoo! Oh, she's gone.
She'll be back. She's always back.
She always comes back. But yeah, we can't do a recap or anything, because this is the first one. This is the... I'm so excited. Listen, me and Swaft have been like foaming at the mouth all day to play this game. All week, really.
Happened.
Welcome back,
That
Swaft.
does sound like a health
Thanks
issue if you're foaming
for
at
the
the
welcome
mouth.
back.
And just finished our incredible recap.
You
last
might need to
time.
get that checked, probably by a vet.
Yo, I'm going feral.
No.
I'm coming back. I'm on my way.
Sheep.
All right. So now that everybody's here, I will go down the line and just double check. Are we all ready to get started?
100%!
It's an MK. What about you, Shaman? You ready to go?
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I'm good.
Swamp, you just got back. You're here, right? You alive? Give me
Yes,
the roll.
100. I am here.
I almost
I
said, are
am
you gonna
ready
roll
for
20?
things.
And then
I'm getting there. It's loading.
I'd be really impressed if you weren't here, Finn. I'll be honest.
Oh, I'm here.
Great, fantastic. All right. So let me just give you guys a bit of a recap as to the scene that we start on. The sun rises once again on the bruised and battered world of Aristea. It rises on the civilized world torn asunder, with millions dead and millions more without home or shelter. It rises on what will become to be known as the Era of Men, built in the shattered ruins left by the Cataclysm. The average mortal could no longer simply hope for divine intervention or a godly hero to save them. When the gods and heroes abandoned man, it fell upon the shoulders of the greatest mortals to become those heroes. Our story takes place on the eastern side are Aristaxia, where one of the greatest cities lies, the city of Law. Not only is the city the birthplace of mortals, this grand city houses two of the three major guilds, the Explorers and the Mages Guild. The moonlight still illuminates their tall and silent guild houses, in the once bustling city center. It is thanks to the courageous sacrifices of these brave men and women that their halls and the city alone stands at all. With all of the heroes and the leadership dead, the city in ruins, and the gods silent, can an average group of adventurers save the city? Or will all their accomplishments be washed away like so many have been? Footnotes of the Cataclysm, the folly of dead men. The City of Law itself is a desolate and dangerous place, save for a small section at the heart of the city. This small section, less than a square kilometer, now stands as the only safe haven for miles in any direction. The once quiet inner city has become a refugee camp for those who sought shelter from the Cataclysm and those who survived it from the outside. The city's morale is terrible. It is just as dour as the constant rain plaguing the city. The four of you have each received summons from the Knight of the Rose, the head of the Knights Errant. They have summoned any able-bodied or any incapable individuals to an emergency meeting in the Great Hall. If you provide your services to the cause, you are ensured a place to stay and full meals instead of rationed soup. We go now to that city.
What a
Oh,
beautiful
boy.
setting of the scene, by the way.
Yes.
You're welcome.
If I had an applause button, I would click it.
An applause button sounds like a good idea. Let's get on that.
For real, I need like a laugh track too and everything.
A laugh
Yes.
track.
I had just realized that I have to do something, but we're almost good to go. So, we're going to get to this shortly, and we'll do a little bit of a mini scene with each
Vision.
of you. Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to see anything if you're not here.
Yep, I sure can.
Sorry, but yep, you should not be able to see anything, just so it gets a chance to load. So, could each of you... I will ask this question before we roll this. MK, are you here?
Yes.
Cool. MK, you have a choice. Since you are fairly new to this group and to D&D, would you like to go last automatically, or would you like to roll with everybody else to see when you have to introduce your character?
I'll go ahead and roll.
Okay, everybody please go ahead and roll me 80-20.
Ooh.
Is it /1d20?
It's /roll 1d20. Alrighty then, we have our order. 1 second. Realized that I forgot to boost. Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys viewership of each other's characters, because I thought about doing that, and I decided against it, and then I decided to do it, and I thought about it. I will let you guys see each other's character sheets.
Woo.
Sorry.
Yay.
How exciting.
Yeah. It also lets you guys see each other's like the vision, which is very important for this scene, which I completely forgot about, which is the reason I'm doing this. All right.
I'm zoomed out far enough that like everybody's little like mouse cursor things on the screen look like little stars. It's very cute.
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, mine is running around frantically doing things I forgot to do earlier.
Yeah, it is.
Don't worry, you know exactly what I'm doing too.
See, my mouse shows up because it's, you know, my screen, and it's not nearly as cool. It's just blue.
Yeah, I actually have the ability to hide mine if I wanted to, which is very useful.
Ooh.
All right, okay. So you should all be able to see each other's vision. So that means that Swamped, you get to go first.
Ooh, okay.
So your character has arrived at the gates of the... Oh, hello, you shouldn't be there. Your character has arrived at the gates of this tavern known as the Great Hall. It's sort of a massive building which stands at the center of the town, or the inner city. It's maybe got, I don't know, say 70 rooms. It's a pretty big tavern with a large central hall. As you recall, You are here because you have been summoned by the Knight of the Rose, a man by the name of... 1 second. Oh, let me check what his name is. A man by the name of Basil.
Ooh, love that.
Basil. You would have known him. He is a fairly famous figure in the area. He is a satyr.
Fun.
You have vision of the area, correct? So you can see?
Yes, I can see.
Fantastic. Oh, open my door!
Yeah, why'd you open the doors?
Oh no.
Alright, that's it. The door's locked. No door privileges. You've lost doors.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, there we go. Now we should be ready to rock and roll. You walk up. It is pouring rain. It is very dark outside. You are fortunate enough to have dark vision, so you can see. But almost everybody else is sort of like, fully covered with hoods, and just barely getting able to get where they're going by the lights of lanterns. You are the first to arrive. Could you please, as you enter the tavern, give us a brief description?
Okay, so the character that is like approaching the tavern is a pink tiefling woman. Looks to be about mid-20s or so. She's wearing like pretty humble kind of armor. She has like a halberd in her hand. Eyes pitch black. Long pink hair, gold horns, and I haven't introduced a character in so long.
You got this. Here you go. I'll make it easy for you.
Thank you.
She's
Oh,
so
wow.
pretty.
She is beautiful.
Very colorful.
You head forward, and the doors open up in front of you. Please step inside.
I will do so.
As you step inside, you notice that immediately this tavern is packed full of people. There's
Jeez.
adventurers of every type just standing around in here, all sort
Whoa.
of patiently waiting for something to happen. So you've been in this town for a little while now, so you would recognize a couple people in this room. You probably would most notably recognize this large man behind the counter here to the top right. He is the tavern's proprietor. He is a sort of ancient dwarf by the name of Selenius. He owns and operates the inn, and it's been in his family for generations. Where would you like to make your way in and sort of find a place to stand? And could you please pick one of these adventurers to go talk to?
Of course, yeah. She's just going to move through. She's not going to try and get anyone's way. I think that she would just read the room. She's very intrigued by this man over here.
The tiefling or the big guy?
The tiefling, of course.
You don't want to talk to the big guy?
I don't think that she would, no.
Are you sure you don't want to talk to the big guy?
Sure. You walk up, and this man sort of catches, like, tieflings recognize each other, right? He's like, oh, I know that I might know this person, not might know this person, but like, oh, we're the same kind of person, right? You see he's obviously a bard. He's got like a violin tucked onto his back. Not the most effective weapon to be playing in combat, but very stylish.
Yeah,
what do you say? Do you say hi to him?
Yeah, she's gonna kind of lean over. There's a moment of recognition, like, oh, that person looks like me. I feel comfortable walking up and starting a conversation, at least to get some questions answered. Yeah. So she'll walk up and she'll kind of like do a very informal nod to him in greeting, and then kind of take her free hand and jerk a thumb over to like the surrounding area, and she goes, "Do you know how long this has been going on? Like how long people have been gathering?"
Gathering? Maybe 30 minutes or so. We're waiting on the Knights Errant to show up to offer us this mission, I believe it is. Free meals, from what I heard.
Sounds like it'll be hard to come by in the coming time, so...
Yes, and from what I heard, we're also promised free board at this tavern, assuming we complete our mission.
Something to look forward to.
I suppose. Are you from around here?
No, I'm, nods again and, like, averts gaze. I'm Verity, by the way, sorry.
Verity. Pleasure. I'm Clarence.
Nice to meet you, Clarence.
Apparently a virtue.
Hilarious.
It's very funny. So, yeah.
I'm from a small little farming town in Brazia.
Oh, Rach, gotcha. I was born here, and I'm doing your accent too. I was born in Law, but I've traveled the world, but I came back, and here I am. So,
Sounds like a fortunate turn of events for you then.
oh
To
yeah,
be here instead of
that is true.
somewhere else.
I'd be dead anywhere else, most likely. Especially if I was on a ship. I had a boat scheduled to leave, but it got held back.
Oh dear.
Don't mind me. I just wanted to turn off the cursor because it was annoying on the screen,
I see.
and it flipped over to
Well,
the other screen. Anyway, we're back. Anyway,
I have no idea what they're going to ask us to do, but they said something about dividing us up into groups. I don't know if we'll get to pick, but I'm here if you need me.
She kind of shrugs and says, well, thanks. I forgot what I was going to say.
No worries.
The shrug
Hey.
still happens, though. Kind of like a...
You're not from around here, right? He would gesture. He would point to, just to give you like a bit of an idea of what's going on. He would gesture to this man.
Mm.
He would say, that guy over there, he's the only other man of the government. His name's Asher. He runs the hunting guild.
Interesting.
I don't know why he's here, but maybe he's working with the Knights Errant on this project.
I'm not entirely sure how that kind of thing would work, but it stands to reason.
Well, we all gotta take care of each other in these trying times, right?
She shrugs.
I see. All right. Thank you very much, Swaft and Verity. That was fantastic. Who's up next according to our D20 rolls? Mr. Shimon.
That'd be me.
Mr. Shimon, you have made your way here from wherever you've crawled out of, and you find yourself out front of the tavern. Could you please make your way inside and give us a description of your character as you do so?
So, before you, as he walks into the tavern, you see about a 6-foot tall human. Looks very scraggly and disheveled and not well kempt. Like he's been through the ringer and hasn't bothered taking care of himself very much. He's dressed in armor that hasn't seen upkeep in a little while, and has his a shield on his back and a sword at his waist.
Fantastic.
He walks into the bar and is immediately profoundly confused as to what's going on.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as you step inside, you would notice the same scene. You count more than 30 adventurers in this room. A lot of them are people you've never seen before. You're a man of this area, so you would know some of them likely. But most of them are just sort of people that are just here. They're adventurers that have come back or from one of the guilds, something along those lines. You would notice the same people that we've already pointed out. You would know the innkeep. You would know his assistant Jim, this guy over here, the other big human. Jim is like 6'6". He's just a big guy. And then you would also know this man. You might maybe not have talked to him, but Asher is enough of an important character for you to have at least heard of him.
Is he a member of the Knights Errant?
No, he's the only hunter in the town. He's like he's like the Hunters Guild's ambassador.
Well, my character will head into the tavern, not really minding people's personal space.
Okay.
And will make his way over to Selenius.
Okay, gotcha.
But he's here for a drink. He is not bothered by what's going on. He's curious as to who brought the party.
Incredible. I love that.
And I imagine he will bump into Verity. I guess I wouldn't know Verity's name, but
you can describe it like that. That's for sure.
yeah. I will bump into Verity, and he's polite to women more than men. Like, when it comes to being in a bar, he's used to getting in fights and stuff. So he'll accidentally bump into Verity, and he'll be like, "Excuse me, miss," and then he'll just keep on pushing because he's here for the drink.
Parents turn
Got
to
places
Verity.
to be.
What's wrong with that guy?
He's got places to be. And is there any way that I could?
Yeah, of course. You can talk to Selenius.
Yes.
He notices that you're not here for this whole shindig, and he kind of slides down just so you can sit at the bar and not talk over a rack of bottles. You slide past this guy. This dude looks crazy. He does not have a shirt on. He's got a leather wrap over his chest kind of thing over his shoulder. You see he's got 2 hand axes as his weapons, and he's also kind of there for the drink, but you can see he's paying attention to the meeting. Selenius would look at you. How you doing, son? You having a good time?
It can't be understated how bad of a time that I'm having.
I'm sorry to hear that. You want the usual?
I will. Civ Rampart will look over his shoulder at the large man wearing the sash of leather and say, "I'll take what he's having."
The classic Selenius brew, and he goes back to his tap, and you can see he gets really excited. This is so his family has owned this building for generations, but he has made his own drink. He comes back over. You've probably been given this many times. It's a pretty alcoholic beverage. It's an old dwarven ale. And it's just you would say it's pretty good by comparison. It's good and cheap.
Good and
he
cheap.
He'll slide you a massive
ideal.
stout of it. There you go.
Absolutely.
You here for this shindig?
I actually have no idea what's going on. Do you know, or
he holds out a
does
can.
this guy know?
He holds out a hand to you. And also, do you have any gold to pay for that?
He looks down into his coin purse. Does Civ have?
Civ has
gold?
$0.
Civ lets out a sigh.
Well, he gestures over. From what I hear, they're giving out free room and board, and I think even drinks if you manage to do their jobs for them.
Who's offering the job?
You know, government. It'd be the knights.
Civ lets out an even bigger sigh.
Listen, they need everybody they can get.
Here's hoping it goes well. He cheers to Selenius, who I'm not sure if he's holding a drink or not.
Yeah, he'll have one too. He's a dwarf. He drinks all the time.
Okay, I figured. He'll cheers to Selenius, and then he'll turn to this man next to him.
Looks over
and say cheers.
Mm.
And say Rampart, Civ Rampart. What's yours?
Name's Thor.
Thor. A strong name.
Thank you.
And gives him a nod. You
do.
here for the room and board as well?
Somebody's got to do something. We're all gonna die if we don't.
I know people who've done something.
Oh, that's really heavy.
They aren't here anymore. And he
Sorry to
will
hear
just
that.
turn but to face this direction and drink on his own.
Yeah, as you turn around, he says, "You're not the only one that's lost something." And he'll go back to turning. He turns away from you, and you both sit awkwardly back to back, drinking at the same bar. All right.
Oh, an edge off.
Fantastic. I love it. I love it. All right. Next up, Mr. MK, are you ready?
Hold on a second. Oh, let me just the tabs here. I don't need that. Yes.
All right. You walk down the street sort of pouring rain. Even this sort of, it's actually midday, but it's basically night out, darkness-wise. There's basically no sun coming through the clouds. You will walk down the street. A couple torches and lanterns are lit, and the city is packed. There are more people in here than there should be. You would know that. So it's sort of, even in this pouring rain, kind of like a busy market square. And you would make your way towards the entrance of the Great Hall.
All right. I immediately walk inside.
And we have a description as you do so.
Oh. This is Tornrobe. Tornrobe is, or used to be, the head, the lead, the main speaker of
Don't
the
give your
Sacred
backstory.
Mortuary.
Just do descriptions.
Oh, just a description.
Just a description. Yeah. Name. You can give us your name. Want to give us your class? That's fine too. But what do you look like?
Tornrobe, much to his name, is wearing tattered, pale gray robes. As you walk, you can hear him walk inside because all of his amulets and all of his necklaces are also kind of jingling together. Every time you hear him walk, his talons are a little too long, his claws are a little too long, so you can hear him kind of scrape along.
Hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. He's got trinkets though.
He's got loads of trinkets.
Got trinkets.
He's a little bit hunched over, but from what you can see from where he's wearing the hood, a giant beak just protrudes straight out from under it. And when he lifts his head a little, you can see just a little slight glow of the torchlight reflecting from his eyes.
Very nice. Here is our character.
Oh, look him.
Ooh, I like him.
So spooky.
So
I love him.
funny.
You step inside. Probably don't have many resources to your own name. Probably don't have much to do in this city. And there's probably people that could use your assistance. So here you are looking for work. Somebody's got to save this city, and it could be you guys. As you step inside, you notice the same crowd of adventurers. Now 2 more adventurers than before. Could you find a spot to stand and pick somebody to have a chat with?
Anybody, huh?
Well, anybody who's not a player. You have to pick an NPC.
Let's see. I go for this dude right here.
You can walk on over. Oh, I see. Okay, that's a good choice.
If I can even move. There we
Yep, you're good. You can also just click and drag your token if you'd like to.
Figuring it out.
You walk over to this guy, and do you just like stand ominously behind him?
Oh, it's behind him? I thought it was standing in front of him.
Fine. It's just funny to me, the image that I had, that everybody's kind of looking over here in my mind. It's just funny to me that you walk up and swoop right behind him. He kind of like steps back. Are you a bird?
Is this the guy talking to me?
Yeah.
I cock my head to one side. Yes. What might you be?
I am a Dragonborn. Where are my manners? I'm Argon.
You may call me Tornrobe.
Tornrobe, that's a little concerning. Are you here for this job?
He looks around. Yes. I was told that I would be provided free room and board.
That is the case. Do you think you have enough? You don't look very dangerous.
You might be the first to ever say so.
You're not you mean you're creepy, I'll give you that, but you're not dangerous, are you?
Tornrobe just wilts. His beak just goes slowly downward.
What is...
Appearing.
I don't mean any offense, sorry. Listen, I get it too. I'm a pretty spooky guy. Look at me, I got like this whole... He like gestures to us. I got like 3 fin. It's weird. I can breathe fire on people.
What was his name?
His name's Argon, A-R-G-E-N.
Okay.
Good to meet you, Argon.
Pleasure. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. If you need anything, we need to watch out for each other.
Always. and you can see from the edges of his beak, you can see his mouth slowly turning up into a smile.
Glorious. Are you from around these parts? You don't quite look it.
Tornrobe starts to get a little more relaxed. Well, actually, no. I'm from the land of Bracia.
Ah, good. That's quite a place. I'm from the west.
The west of where?
I'm from Charismet. Specifically, I'm from Crucis.
Crucis? That's quite a ways away.
I was traveling, seeing the world. And then I got stuck here.
Yeah, I don't... Tornrobe starts laughing very dryly. I do believe we have that in common.
Alright. Thank you, that was very good. Alright.
Mm.
That means we have one contestant left on our funny little game show.
Woohoo! Wonder who it's gonna be.
The anticipation.
Alright. So, Finn, you likewise find yourselves making your way here. You're probably sort of running out of assets. Maybe you just want something to do with your life. But for whatever reason, you've come to find out what needs to be done and see if you can't help out. And you sort of walk down these dark, shady streets. Do you have anything? Do you have like a robe or anything?
She would probably have like a very fine like blue cloak with gold trim. It's probably a little bit dirty because she hasn't been able to wash it.
Very good.
But she definitely is trying to keep it as neat as possible as she walks.
Very well. All right. As you approach the front door and step inside, please give us a description.
Okay. All right. So Euphemia Annalise steps inside. She is about a 5'9", 5'10" foot tall human. And she is dressed to the nines, basically. She is wearing like beautiful blues and whites, and kind of like a dress with a nice fun slit. And she has very nice and shiny looking gold armor. Her hair is tied up into a tall ponytail. And she looks particularly disgruntled because she's wet. And her hair looks flat. She kind of pouts a little bit as she walks into the tavern here. Just kind of looking around. Hello there, Yuffie.
You're after the description. After the description, never before.
I love it.
All right. As you step inside,
Love
you see the
her.
same scene as always. I imagine you know nobody here.
Absolutely not.
Great. Find somewhere to stand and pick somebody to bother.
She's going to walk right up to the bar and look around, kind of huff, and then she's going to walk around over here to this man.
You want to go talk to that guy?
That guy. And she just sits down on the stool. She sits up very straight, crosses her legs, very ladylike. And she holds out her hand, and she says, "Excuse me, I require a towel."
You see he's actively, like, cleaning, like, a glass. And he, huh?
A towel, please?
Huh? He holds up the towel?
A dry one. I'm filthy.
He would, like, looks around for a minute, and he would come back after a little while, and he would hand you, like, it's like not a, it's like basically like a dishcloth, but it's dry. That's the best I can do.
I suppose it'll do. And she takes the towel and starts just like very gently patting like her face, the ends of her hair, everything.
Ma'am, are you okay?
Well, I'm soaked, so not really, but at least I'm inside.
I see. Are you here for the shindig?
The what?
The meeting, the gathering.
Oh, that's today? I heard about that. I figured I would lend a hand.
Ah, great. Well, just so you know, he would gesture to the north. Just so you know, we do have a roaring fireplace over there.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And she's just going to immediately walk up and walk to the fireplace because, man, she's cold and...
You head up, and this fireplace, this room, like, by the way, just so you know, you've all been in this town for a little while. You would know there is not a single dry building in this town except for this building. This is by far the cleanest place you've ever, have been in the last 30 days. And above all else, it's not cold in here.
Perfect.
This is a welcome relief, huh?
It is incredible to be in this room. Especially with such a large number of people in here. You will also note it's pretty quiet in here. For a room full of 50 people, it's like very little people are talking. All right. Very good. Thank you very much, Yuffie. Because you've all done such a fantastic job of introducing your characters, please take a point of inspiration.
Yay!
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
Kind and benevolent DM.
That is my job. All right. So, you all would have probably, let it be known that you were coming to this place. Like they wanted to have an idea who was going to show up. But this is the first time you're meeting anybody officially. You probably have talked to messengers since then. You would sort of notice the doors are open on the south side, and in walk these two gentlemen, who most of you have never seen before. Everybody else, like anybody who looks like they noticed these guys, would be like, oh gosh. They're not like those are horrible people. They're just like, okay, those are people I should moderately respect. They both head in and they kind of make a little bit of space, and everybody kind of backs up. Let me see who's where. Okay, you're too far away.
Oh, no.
So you know who these guys are. You already know who these guys are, Civ. So you don't need to introduce them.
It's like, she's gonna see all the commotion and be like, I want to be included. I was going to come back.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody, your companion, who is a local to the area, would help you out by introducing these characters to you. The two that have entered the building first are two of the higher members of the Knights Errant. You would know the Knights Errant has been cut by 90% approximately of their members. They maybe have 20 people at this point in time. And these are like some of their higher leaders, maybe like their enforcers. The man with the funny cone hat, his name is Vito Bianco. He's sort of known as like a understandable but easily angered guy who he has anger problems, right? The other guy is a man by the name of Fergus of Twilight. You would have been informed by whoever you're talking to. This guy never speaks; he's a mute. But he is supposed to be like a very nice guy as long as you're on his good side.
I feel like we should be taking notes.
I am.
You'll get a chance.
I am.
We'll get to your actual notes when I have a chance to do my big thing.
Okay, cool.
Following them in afterwards are these two individuals. These two people, the one on the left, that is Basil Augustus, the Knight of Rose. He is the acting commander of the Knights Errant. The woman to his right is supporting his weight. He sort of walks in, and he's barely able to stand on 2 feet. You would notice he would not have a weapon. He is wearing his dress armor, but he does not have a shield. He does not have a sword or anything like that. The woman to his right, most people wouldn't know. The only one who would know that woman is you, Civ. This is a woman by the name of... Let me grab it for you. I'll start in chat. I can start doing that for you guys. This is a woman by the name of Bora Primrose. There you go. She joined the order at the same time you did. So she's not a very high up member of the organization. But actually that's not necessarily true. You would have heard that she's done very well for herself. And they would all kind of walk in. And the final person to enter into the tavern is Ooh, I never made her a token. I can do that really quick. It's okay. I made all the tokens ahead of time. I just didn't put her into the system. Alright. And they're all in the same place because I'm not a goober and I know how to manage my files now because I've played how many D&D campaigns? Okay, here we go. This woman walks in, and you can tell as soon as she walks in, she was right behind them as they came in. She's sort of kind of head low, very fancy clothes on, carrying a big clipboard with a bunch of notes on it and like a couple books and a pen. She looks absolutely terrified to be here. And she would go walk up. And these two would sort of box everybody out, and these four would have a discussion. It's a very hard discussion to try to overhear. But if anybody would like to attempt to, it's not too hard. They're mostly just discussing the mission, as well as they've already kind of had this chat in advance, but they're discussing, like, how are we going to divvy everybody up, that kind of thing. And after a couple minutes of deliberation, the woman with the clipboard would pull out like a notepad and hand it off to this guy here, Asher. Asher would take the notepad and would stand out, and he would begin to sort of just describe to you what you guys are going to do. And the gist of the idea is, it's not looking good, everybody. We have more people inside the inner city than should be here. We're running out of rations. Even with, you would know that, like, basically everybody's getting like half rations, and it's soup. Like, it's like as good as you can prolong food. They're like to the point where they're almost considering like, supplementary sawdust. Like, it's that bad.
Oh boy.
Charcoal.
Yeah, and he sort of steps out and says, all right, everybody knows it's not looking good. The rain hasn't stopped. We haven't seen the sun in 60 days. We're gonna have to do something about this, and before it gets bad. As it stands, we can maybe last another month with our current food supplies at the current rationing. But if we don't start dealing with it now, we won't have a chance. I've gathered you all here because you're competent adventurers, and you're frankly all that we have. By my estimates, there are 40 of you in this room, and we'll be breaking you up into teams of 4, because there are 10 of warehouses in the rest of Law, and we will hopefully be sending you out to scout them out, verify if they have food, and if they do, bring back some to bolster our rations, and from there we can work on establishing a route to get supplies from those warehouses. Anybody have any questions about that immediately?
Civ will raise his head and say, where are these warehouses located exactly?
Well, he turns over and looks at you. Good question. We will be giving each of you your own assignments. Once we've assigned you into a group, you'll have to nominate a representative who will come and get the best known location of your prospective warehouse target. We believe there is one in each cardinal direction, including the half cardinals. There's 2 more to the south in the middle of the city.
The south.
2 to the south, couple to the north, couple to the west, couple to the east. That's what I said.
Civ would sit there and ponder how to bring this up.
Listen, we all know it's dangerous out there. We all know that there's vile monsters and creatures out there stalking our streets. But there's also people out there that need our help, and there's people in the city that need our help.
There is a beast. I don't think a single one in this room would be able to beat it.
Then you'll have to go around it.
Daunting.
Did he say a single beast or?
There are many things,
okay.
but Civ cited a specific beast.
Spooky.
All right.
Clearly, he's like written this off because the Knights Errant doesn't seem fond of listening to him, so he sighs and goes back to his drink.
I will say one thing you would know. We talked about this before. This guy, specifically Basil, he is like your friend. Like, you know him. He trusts you. You would know him. He, as you can tell, he's like badly injured. You would probably know that. You would know this because you're his friend. You would know that Basil can't manifest magic anymore. He used too much spirit holding up the mirror ward. And like his life expectancy, 2 years, and he'll never walk again. So he won't just die, but he'll be unable to do anything pretty much. Also, the other thing you would note, this woman, Aura, she absolutely hates you, just so you know this. She's scowling at you as you're asking him questions. You two probably went up the ranks together. She does not like you. Okay. The other woman avoids your gaze entirely. Gwen just does not want anything to do with you. You're a local, so you would know. You have seen her once before. She is the mayor's like secretary.
Ah, okay.
You would also know the mayor is dead, so she's in charge.
Hmm.
Is that how that works?
That explains much.
Yeah, well, like she's the one that keeps all the books of who else is gonna step up when there's nobody else. She knows what he's doing. And also Asher, you would know Asher pretty well. I'm gonna start turning on names because I feel like if I don't, everybody's gonna get really lost.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna turn on some names real quick while we're waiting. Boop, 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 boop. I might not turn on. Okay, he doesn't get Knight of the Rose added onto his name. That's a little much for me. Okay, always for everybody. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do this. So the tokens, the friend tokens, they don't actually have their name set up, and I'm not gonna do that. All right. Does anybody else have any things to ask? Because that's basically what this. Oh, he also would explain. As you were instructed, informed. Anyone who participates in this mission will have room and board here. We intend to give you all a good meal before you head out tomorrow morning as well.
Yuffie is going
good to her.
Yuffie is gonna stand up and kind of walk closer and ask, so do we get to pick who we travel with? I don't know why I'm British there.
Unfortunately, yeah, sorry. I thought that's what you were gonna do. Basil would, so to say. We have put you into groups. Most people here do not know each other, and we've tried to balance what we assume is your combat capabilities.
I see. No further questions.
Very well. All right. Because you all would have had a chat with at least a messenger about this, just to coordinate the whole thing. And if there are no further questions, Asher would go through this process of taking this list. And he would sort of read out the names one by one of everybody in this room. Everybody's room has a name, but I'm not going to read you 40 names in a row.
Understandably.
And then just so you guys know, it's just the funny little thing. You guys are literally the last 4 people getting called. So he would go through 36 other people before he eventually gets to your group. And he would call out each of your names. He would call first. He would call out for Verity. Let me turn on your name. He would call for Verity. And everybody else would have probably filtered out by now. So I'm just gonna I can just do this the easy way and just literally throw them outside.
Wow.
They all getting thrown into side rooms kind of thing. And I just want to make sure that I don't grab anybody who's important. And I might totally do that if I'm not careful. Did I grab anybody? No, I didn't. Okay, Yuffie's over there. Thor would also get called all the way. Okay, cool. Alright, and then I'll get DeRosa. God, DeRosa's an incredible character. Love those glasses. Alright.
You kind of look like young Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I grabbed one of the knights. I gotta go find him.
No!
Okay.
Not Fergus.
Miss
Twilight.
Fergus of Twilight. Not
of Twilight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he would call.
I did write it down correctly.
Last 4, Verity, are you here?
Yes, sir.
All right, please come over here. This is Asher, by the way. Basil's not talking to you.
Oh,
Basil,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's got really no voice. He doesn't.
Hi, Dad.
You're good. I could show who I'm speaking as. All right. Next up, we have Civ. Oh, he would know you. He would look at you as he says Civ. He would Civ, come on over here.
Yes, sir.
I didn't expect you to be taking work.
I didn't expect to either.
Allure of free alcohol too alluring for you.
Read my mind.
Tornrobe?
It's Tornrobe.
Tornrobe. Oh God, where did you come from? Pleasure. All right, why are you standing so close to me? Whatever. He goes back to the list. And he would call out for Euphemia.
I don't think she'll say much of anything when she walks up, but she'll kind of give everybody a once-over, kind of evaluating. What am I working with?
Yeah, Verity's kind of doing the same thing. It's all right, what am I working with here?
I suppose this will...
He would sort of step back. I believe Basil said he would like a word with you. They will step out of the way, and you can have a chat with Mr. Basil. Basil would he would sort of make his way out. You can see he's like trying. He's like standing.
I can come to him.
No. He insists on standing next to the stool and like putting his hand down on it. Civ, are you sure you're up to this task?
No, but seems something has to be done.
I wish I could go with you, but I don't have such luxuries. Not anymore, anyway.
I wouldn't expect you to, after all you've done.
We have arranged for you and your companions to have a room here at the tavern. He would gesture. From what I've heard, your team will have the green section.
Interesting.
We need for you to elect a representative to come meet with us in the coming hours. We're going to decide where to send your team and hopefully send you out tomorrow morning.
That quickly, I suppose.
We don't have
haste is an
time.
asset.
From what we've heard, listen, boy, I could try to get you an easier assignment.
Such things aren't necessary.
Right. Very well. He will turn to the rest of you. Are you certain that you're all willing to do this?
Tornrobe nods once.
Verity kind of shrugs and says, well, I'm trying to do something, and I can't do it if I'm dead or starving, so yeah, I'm sure.
Sure words that have been spoken.
Civ is looking down the row of his party members.
You
I recommend...
Oh, go ahead.
He gives a solemn nod and makes peace with it.
Yuffie is going to kind of hold her head high, not looking at any of the others, and she'll say, if I must.
What? I don't... Nobody has a choice here, ma'am.
I feel as though everyone has a choice.
Does Euphemia know how dire the situation is?
She's in denial.
Can you roll me an insight check?
Alright.
With disadvantage since you're a spoiled princess.
Why doesn't everybody roll me one? Let's do first rolls of the campaign, actual d20s. So why doesn't everybody give me an insight check?
How do I do that?
So you open up your character sheet. You can just double click on your portrait, and then you'll see it in the list. And you click on the word insight.
Inside. Here we go. Normal?
Yep. Okay. So none of you do a super great job except for Verity. Verity, you get the genuine sense that he looks like he's concerned because he feels like 50% of the people that left this room are not coming back.
Oof, boy. Yeah, the severity of that's gonna, I think, sink in a little bit. She was already like, no, these are dire times. Like, there's a very, very strong possibility of like death or starvation at this point, or like something just getting her. So.
You get like the sense that like it because you did such a good insight check. Like this room represented like the strongest grouping of military might in potentially the world at that moment with how bad it is. Right, like there are not gatherings of adventurers anymore. This is a special place, and there's not very many of you left.
And despite that, only half will come back.
It is bad times.
It's spooky.
Gwen would walk forward. And I think she notices specifically that Civ, you're kind of like playing like you're not okay. You know what's funny? I think that she walks forward and goes to hand you a coin purse, but Basil would stop her and hand the coin purse to Verity instead.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I think Basil would trust you, but I think he doesn't. Like he's like that kind of doesn't trust you, right?
He
like,
knows I'm gonna spend it on alcohol.
He gives you like a Wawa gift card, not like a Visa card.
I turn to Basil after this all has happened, and I'm like, Basil, may I ask a favor of you?
If I can do it.
Doug?
Yeah, what? Oh,
Where'd Doug go?
can you not hear me?
Oh, I can't hear anybody.
I can hear you.
I think it might be you, buddy.
Why can't I hear anybody?
Uh-oh.
That's concerning.
We lost our
Hello?
Civ, guys.
No stream of mine is without scuff.
Rory.
He's back.
Rory.
Hi.
I lost connection there for a moment.
Oh no.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you now. Yes.
Cool, yeah, he says,
That's good.
What can I do for you?
I need to know which groups were sent to the south at your earliest convenience.
I can prepare that for you when we've decided afterwards.
They may be in grave danger.
Everywhere is dangerous.
Civ gives a nod.
Listen, he. By the way, Verity, you were handed a coin purse that has
Yes.
50 gold
Yes.
pieces in it.
It's got 50 gold pieces in it. Thank you.
Yep. You say, I recommend you get to know each other. You're gonna have to watch to this backs out there. We don't have much time here. We're gonna have to go decide on these groups. And with that, you would see Aura would walk up, scoff at you, Civ, and she would help Basil, and they would all walk away. These four, they'd walk away into the. I'm gonna turn off last names here. I don't like the way it looks. And they would walk away into the back section of the tavern. You would know that all the other groups have also been assigned to rooms here. He would look over his shoulder. Come find us. One of you come find us in a couple of hours. We'll have your results or decision making on where you're going to be going. Then he would walk away. They would all head into this little back room, which is is kind of like the office. All right.
Fun
So-
time.
With that, these other two knights would continue to stand guard here. You would have gotten the sense that they're like, while there's so many people here, they're kind of just here to make sure nothing stupid happens.
Gotcha.
And with that, the world is your oyster.
All right then. Verity will go ahead and put the coin purse in her bag, and then she will regard the rest of them and say, "Well, what do you say we head to where we'll be staying and figure out who's going to be our representative? Although I have the money, so."
Tornrobe slightly chuckles.
Do I look like a proper representative to you?
No, sir, you don't.
I believe.
From Bird.
I believe I know who the obvious choice should be. She's gonna like flip her hair.
Who would that be?
I fail to see anybody else.
Tornrobe makes a point to dramatically look across the room.
I'm right here.
Civ looks over his shoulder at Euphemia and basically sarcastically says, "More power to you, princess."
We can talk more about what.
Oh, by the heavens above, pray for me.
She's kind of shakes her head and she's like, "I'm gonna go over here."
Yep.
First we get
You
assigned a
retire.
green room, and now. All right, whatever.
There is actually a room over there. I recommend going into it.
I walk with Civ and I remark with him by saying,
You're grim, even by my standards.
You would step into a warm and cozy section. You would notice that one of the windows doesn't quite close, so you can sort of get that sort of whipping wind from the outside, sort of piercing inside of the little room. It's got a lot of beds. It's got 2 bunk beds and a very comically large bed over here as well. There's a sort of spattering of tables and other things. And now that you're here, I get to finally show you the thing.
Oh boy.
So, it's been slaving away at something, and the person who made it is here in chat for us. So I will proceed to preload it, and then we can go check it out. Let me know when that's done for everybody.
Ooh. That is done for me. Yuffie's 100% gonna go walk over to the big bed, by the way, and sit there and claim it.
I sure did figure.
Oh, I didn't turn on the yellowness on this fire. There we go. All right, everybody done?
Yep.
All right.
I think it is, yeah.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the
Ooh.
landing page.
Oh wow.
Oh, cool.
So fun.
All right, so
Awesome.
everything on this
So
is
cool.
interactable. So if you double click on your portraits of your characters,
Wow, look at that.
Neat.
literally everything on this map goes somewhere.
Ooh.
If you double right click on them, you'll open your character art. For everybody, by the way.
Yeah.
You done? Okay. Why did
Oh, shoot.
Yep. I set it up like that on purpose, so if we need to show art, that's where it goes. Okay, yeah,
There
we
I
get
am
it.
again.
I will turn that off if I
Okay.
have to.
I'm on a different page.
What are you-
entirely now.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking
Oh.
at Inner City.
Yep. So that's because you've double clicked on the map, which will pull you away. I will enable you to come back here whenever you'd like. So come back. You should now see at the top, Shaman.
Oh
you
yeah,
can go
I
to
see
the landing
that, I
page.
see that. Yeah.
This is our hub world for this game. Everything you guys want to do is accessible through this menu, hopefully. All
Oh,
these
that
little
is
maps
so
will
cool.
take you to different sections,
Ooh.
which will become very important in a moment.
Mm.
So we do need to divvy out some note-taking rules, or note-taking positions here, if you will.
Mhm.
So we have a total of 3 to 4 things, depending on how we want to do it, for people to do notes. And I'd like to have it be done inside of Foundry and have it be done consistently by one of you each time. So we're not going to like rotate responsibilities. It's going to be one of you does the notes, one of you does this, one of you does that.
Ooh.
Okay.
So what I want to get to first is we have to decide who's going to be our primary note taker.
You know
Well.
I'm here to be here.
I was like, I am notoriously bad at this.
Swapped you a real one.
Swap just volunteered.
Godspeed, sheep.
Is this token not active? What is this not working? Doo-doo. Okay, great. So then if you're going to do that, Swaff, do you see the journal on the landing page?
I do.
If you double click that bad boy, it'll open the party journal.
Yeah.
This is sort of the average collection of notes. Anything you feel like is relevant, you can feel free to write it down in there. I will show you how to make notes in this because it's not super intuitive. We'll have to get to that because everybody else is going to be taking notes as well, so I'll just do it at the end once everybody has their notepads. So if you like to, you can also get access to it in the top right. If you go to your journal section, you'll see all 4 journals in there. All right. So then, on the left side, we have this pile of coins. You double click that, it'll open the treasury of the party. Who would like to be the party's treasurer? This person will record if you guys find stuff, and hopefully if you sell stuff, and to sort of keep track on the party money.
Or if we use stuff too, like if we have like special.
If you'd
items.
like, yeah, if you want to keep track of that, the only thing I expect for you to do is this is the place where you write down, we found 1,000 gold.
Okay, gotcha. I can be treasurer, so I mean we can. I'll keep track of the. Is this like the loot as well?
It'll be everything you guys pick up for loot. This is the party loot table.
Okay, gotcha. I'll keep track
Cool.
of the loot table.
All right, and then we have 2 more sections in the top right. You will notice the friends and foes. If you double click them, you will be able to see that each one of them opens to a list of NPCs. 2 of there's already one, and each one is an example of what you guys would be expected to do, because this is a bit more nuanced than the other 2. So if you look at the friend section, you'll see that there's a little note about Selenius, and that's kind of the thing that I would expect.
Leaf.
We don't talk about Leaf; he's too dangerous.
An outlaw, if you will.
I really enjoyed writing Leaf's little description. So I would expect one of you guys to write down all the friendly NPCs you meet, and the easiest job of all is going to be this recording of enemy NPCs. So if you guys come across like a named bad guy or something, or if you just want to record like, we fought zombies, they're vulnerable to radiant damage, whatever you guys want to do, that would be what I would expect from foes.
We want who on which one?
That's a
I
good
feel
question.
like probably MK because MK's new on foes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will offer to do friends.
Nice.
So-
well, I guess it's settled then, huh?
Do you understand?
Do foes.
Cool,
Woo!
great. So, each of you has full ownership of your notepads, and also you can edit the other people's notepads. So, if somebody's too busy or whatever, you're welcome to grab a hold of that responsibility. But I this way I will know who's not doing their job. So, one thing to note, guys. So, if you open up your respective journal, in the bottom left, you will see an Add Page button. Can everybody take a look for that, just so you can see the Add Page button, so I don't get you confused. Great.
Right.
So if you hit Add Page, you'll be prompted to add a name for your page, and then you can put in. I just always leave it as text, and that'll make you a new note page. You have on the left-hand side, you have a list of every note page you've made, and you can right-click on a note page and hit Edit, and it'll open up a text box. That's where you write your notes. Cool. And then you can write in whatever text you guys want, and it'll all be hopefully fairly well organized and ready for everybody. It's up to you if you want to do it this way, Swaft, but I feel like the easiest way to do it is just by session date when we actually played. If you have a different format, you're welcome to do that.
No, that's what I plan to do. Because, what I'm coming from is I wrote all the notes for the one session, and then I would just put in a bunch of dashes and then just start the next one. So it was just a really long document.
Yep, so this will all be there. There is a lot of bookkeeping on my behalf, which is why I'm
Great.
outsourcing so much of this to you. There is a comical amount of notepads that you guys don't get to see. Cool. Alright, so if anybody has any trouble with writing notes or would like help with it, do let me know. I will happily come over. And for you especially, Finn, if you want, when you finish an article, if you want me to put their token in, I can do that for you. But I can only do it after you've done it.
Cool. Yes, if you could, that would be sick. Ooh.
Does everybody know how to access their journals from outside of the landing page?
Yes.
No.
Great.
Do I just click on... Oh, so the landing page is just at the top all the time?
The landing page will always be there, but if you don't want to do that, you can go to the top right and click on the open book in the top right section.
Okay.
And that'll open up the journal, and you should see in there's party notes. You open that party notes up, and then there's all 4 of the notes tabs in there.
I only see crafting PDF and house and homebrew rules.
Uh-oh. Let me go make sure I showed those all to you. Configure ownership. Everybody should be able to... Do you really not see it?
In the journal?
Yeah, it might be a drop-down you have to click.
Oh, okay. It looked like the drop down was
Yeah, it's a
already
file.
open, but it's okay. Okay, gotcha. Yep, it's there.
Cool. This is a thing that my friend Cassia made me.
It is amazing.
She is here in chat. I don't know if she's still
really
here. But
good.
she was like, "I must see your friend, see my thing." I'm like, "Okay, here's a link."
It's so good.
I
It's
love
really
it.
Lovely. It's really awesome.
This whole thing is rendered in Blender because why not? Dynamic lighting
Hell
is a
yeah.
thing. The pages have weight, so the light goes through them. There's this drip that's really repetitive, but we're fixing that. And everything kind of wiggles in the wind. It's very nice. As a final thing for this notepad, on the bottom left, you'll see there's the crafting. If you never need the crafting PDF to go look up a rule for crafting, that's where you will find it.
Cool.
I see.
It's gorgeous.
And thank you. So that is what we have here. So this is a little hub page. If you need to get anything, this is where you can find it. All right. On the right-hand side, you will notice there are 3 maps. This bottom map is the outer city, which it includes most of the hostile areas. This upper map is the inner city.
Gotcha.
So I will pull everybody to the inner city. Dink.
Whee!
Oh, I don't know if I can pull people because it says you can go wherever you want.
I was pulled.
Interesting.
Ooh,
So we are...
that is the Great Hall.
Oh, that is the Great Hall. That is where we're at. I know things.
All right. So, you all retreat to your bedroom chamber, where I imagine you will do whatever you guys would like to do. You have to leave tomorrow morning on your mission, and in a couple hours you have to get your orders. Without that, you guys have time to do as you see fit. You're welcome to continue having conversations in character, or if you need to go look for items or anything, you're welcome to do that.
I'd like to strike up a conversation with Civ.
Absolutely.
So I walk up to her. I say,
You seem quite grim. And that's coming from me.
Indeed. I was here when the city all came crashing down. Near the outer walls.
If a building on this map has an interior, you can double right click on the token on the picture on the location on the map, and it'll bring you to the map.
Oh, cool.
Wait, what?
So double right click on the Great Hall.
Oh,
Right-click.
that
Right-click
helps
enters.
out a lot. I like that.
Oh.
Wow, this is fancy.
I'm working on it.
Be proud, Doug. Dang.
Thank you. All right, Civ and Mr. Tornrobe have a conversation. You're talking about what? I don't remember. Sorry.
I just made a remark about how he looks grim, and that's coming from a giant talking crow.
Birdman.
And then Civ said something along the lines of, "Well, I was here when it all fell down."
Yeah.
Was I here when it all fell down too?
Most definitely. It's highly unlikely you'd be alive if you weren't.
I was near the outer walls, but my father is no longer here with us.
My condolences.
He sits down on the floor on his feet, and he places the shield on his lap, and he says, "This is what I have to."
Aw,
He sits down next to him.
poor
Did he
guy.
have his proper last rites?
Haven't had time.
I will remind you, Civ. I don't remember if you recall that your father turned to ash.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't mean he can't have last rites.
No, I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
Ow.
man's got Thanos snap.
A little difficult when there's nothing buried.
It must have been hard, being surrounded by so much death.
My situation is far from unique, as you might imagine.
You and me both. What land do you hail from?
I am born and raised in law.
This very city.
This very city that is now ash. Civ will stand up and put the shield back on his back and begin searching the room for any ale that might have been left by the previous tenant.
Roll me a d20. Look for a 15 or higher.
Oh my god.
Oh, did
You can do it.
was there a sigil on the shield?
You do not find any free ale.
Up to
You
ale.
want to answer that?
Do I find an empty bottle to be sad about?
Yes.
I find an empty bottle and I just sit down in the corner, very, very sad looking.
You were asked a question by Tornrobe. Did he see a sigil on your shield?
None that are visible. Just
So it's
looks
just
like
blank?
Looks like a blank kite shield at the moment.
It's very shiny.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Then I go to Verity.
You, however, are quite the opposite. You
Hmm? I am what?
I'm trying to come up with the proper term for it.
Lively.
colorful.
In all of the
In
great
this-
city. Yes.
Compared to the
the
city,
site-
Very colorful.
He cocks his head from side to side, just looking you. I guess
He's doing the crow thing with shiny objects.
I gotta
exactly.
raise an eyebrow and take
Thank you,
a step
thank you. Yes.
back.
Yo, okay, no thank you.
Like, I'm just colorful in the same way you're a little off-putting, I guess. You said your name was what again?
Apologies.
Tornrobe.
Apologies.
He puts a claw on his chest and takes a slight bow.
I didn't wish to intrude. Yes, I am Tornrobe.
Well, good to meet you. We'll be working together for some time, so I figure we could get to know each other a little bit. See, maybe discuss what everyone's good at, what they feel comfortable doing in a fight. She kind of regards the rest of the room at that point.
I am well trained with the sword.
You're good.
Yep.
Yep. Half of Dee Dee's talking over each other, so just get your point out whenever you try to make one.
Yeah, my bad. She's
No,
just
no,
good
like
at
that's
sword.
how it goes.
It really just be that way.
She good at sword.
Good sword.
I am a mortician. I work primarily with the dead.
Ew.
That's interesting.
Sorry.
Off put, but
Fucking-
intrigued a little bit.
Ew.
Yeah,
Ew.
yeah, Euphemia absolutely scrunches her nose and is like gross.
A
Yes,
carrion,
that is the
carrion-
usual reaction everybody gives me. But
carrion bird that works with the dead. Interesting.
yes, quite fitting, isn't it? But well, I was here offering last rites to everybody, and then this calamity descended upon us.
My word.
Yeah. It's been hard, but I'm sure we're all capable of doing something.
Yes, I don't believe we'll be needing your services. Thank you.
Huh. Tornrobe,
Working with us anyway.
Tornrobe sensing the haughtiness, very slowly turns his gaze towards Euphemia.
Civ turns towards Euphemia also and is like, I certainly hope you're right.
Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? I'm well enough with the
This isn't
sword.
the
At
castle
least
anymore, princess.
I'm. Who told you I was a princess? That's not true. I'm simply that regal, I guess. Hair flip.
Hair flip.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
So cute. She's so goofy.
She is going to go and sit in one of these chairs, very upright, proper, like a lady.
Half to himself, Tornrobe says,
Princess wasn't meant as a title.
What?
Interesting.
no, like he's kind
Verity
of
is like just leaning against this bunk bed, I guess. It's near the fire.
Nice and warm.
Yeah, it's warm over here. Big bed, bleh. Bed near fire, yes.
Oh, I could
So,
show off that. You're good.
I'm sorry?
yeah.
The very little things, like the windows on this map, should have proximity-based lighting, so the closer you get, the further
Yeah,
you can
it's
see
fun.
through the window.
I can see a little bit out. Wow, look out the window. So fun.
Euphemia is gonna
You've
look
done so much
over.
work. It's so cool.
Euphemia is gonna look over at Civ and be like, you there? Could you please close the window? There's a draft.
Civ had already been messing with the window trying to get it to close for a minute now.
Well, hurry up.
Is
matter
the
what you
window
do.
broken or
It's like somebody slammed it, and like the window somehow is like at a 20-degree angle inside the window frame.
Oh my.
Fun.
it simply will have to do.
Well, can we put like a
Verity
blanket or
shrugs,
something
can't
and
do anything about it.
blanket or something up to fix the draft?
Civ begins to strip the largest bed.
Oh, wait, no, that's mine! That is my bed, what are you doing?
He pulls his hands off the bed in like utter disbelief, and I don't know, grabs the mat off the table instead to clog the window.
Thank you.
You bring it over and like stuff it in, and it barely does anything. It's still kind of cold.
It's just drafty.
You get the sense that you'll never have a warm time in this room.
Oh boy.
Oh, come now.
Hi, Jimmy.
Little cold never hurt anybody.
It's not good for my skin.
It's not ideal, but you'll live.
I'm going to try out, and there's no lotion anywhere. She pouts a little bit.
Blank stare.
So
Maybe that's not something to worry about right now.
You do understand that we're going out to save potentially the universe.
Not the universe.
No, that's a great
Realm
way to
as a
describe
whole.
it. The realm, yeah, that works. I like universe.
Well, of course. That doesn't mean that I have to, not keep up my appearances anymore.
speaking of saving the universe, they said they paired us up in teams that mesh well.
Interesting choice.
Given
I don't
our
know.
given our
I don't know so
social
much about
standings,
mesh.
giving our social standings not meshing particularly well, I certainly hope our martial prowess does.
Verity kind of shrugs and gestures to a halberd she left standing against a wall, and says, "I mean, I have some experience fighting undead and the like, but I'm as good with frontline as any. Not much with magic except this." And she snaps her fingers, and the gold iris pupil combo that was in the center of her eye is gone, and they're just black.
Interesting.
Oh.
Once again, I'm just gonna pretend he's gonna be right here.
Perched on a chair.
Yeah, he's out
He
there over
seems like the
sitting.
type to perch.
Yep, exactly.
How fascinating. You
I
can change the colors of your eyes at will.
I mean, yeah. I it's not anything. I can't fight with it.
RGB.
RGB.
It's not particularly useful.
Please stop.
I can make small distractions, I guess, but that's about it. What about you? You work with the dead, but what can you do in a fight?
Tornrobe starts hesitating a little.
I've practiced a few spells in my time.
He casts casting Mage Hand. Is there something on the desk here?
Oh yeah, yeah. Feel free to make up whatever you'd like, as long as it isn't
fun.
15 gold pieces.
Or- What's on this here desk? The one with
Up
the
to
two
you,
and the-
Skip.
Oh, okay. It looks like a scroll.
Then go for it. You can be a scroll. It
cast
could be
Mage
an empty
Hand and I
bottle of
just-
ale.
I cast Mage Hand and I just bring it directly to my claw.
Well, there's a variety of things I can do. Most of it is meant for utility or self-defense. However,
Can I keep an attack spell in my hand but not cast it? Is that a thing?
If you manifest it, you have to throw it or you lose it.
Damn it.
But of course, for narrative, feel free to apparate bits and pieces of it.
Okay. So I apparate chromatic orb.
this is my strongest spell.
And he says it with a little air of pride.
Oh
As he
dear.
casts...
Of course, that is the
He scratches the back of his head.
only strong spell that I have.
Just for your knowledge, you can do stuff like if you wanted to be like, I have burning hands, and you're like, I'm gonna light a fire for the team. That's fine, unless that fire is life-saving, and the party doesn't have like a tinderbox, right? There's exceptions to it. Feel free to add spells into your descriptions as long as they don't achieve a goal that you otherwise can't do. So you can show off that you have the ability to cast a fireball and make a little one, but as long as you don't hurt people or use it to intimidate people, those are the things that you have to consider.
No intimidation. Got it.
Well, it's just don't try to accomplish anything other than here. This is the thing I can do.
Got it.
Also, because it's funny to me, this map does have little sections where every single table can be observed through an invisible painting. Those are not here on this map, despite the fact that it's very obvious that it's like that.
Huh.
So, if you ever get really suspicious as to why there's a giant window at every or giant painting at every table, that's why.
Interesting.
Wow, whoever created this must have been a real freaking paranoid motherfucker.
All right.
I gotta know everything. Everything.
So do you guys sit around and keep bantering for a little while, or do you want to get down to actual discussion?
Actual
Down to brass
discussion sounds
tacks,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It is up to you guys, but you have some things to decide. You have some gold to try to spend. You have a leader to nominate to go find out which warehouse you're headed to. And that's about it, other than leaving tomorrow.
Civ will volunteer to find out which warehouse we're going to, because he is incredibly curious where the other parties are being sent as well, due to reasons.
All right then. Yeah, Verity would pretty quickly agree, to Civ doing that if he wanted to do it. She's not gonna stop him. She doesn't want to do it.
I mean, he grew up in this city. He knows some of the people.
Yeah,
and
also
that's-
that, you just seem like the most equipped. For the gold, you mentioned, getting items. Can you clarify what you meant by that?
If you want to go buy something, I don't know.
Okay, where would I do that?
Well,
Or do I just gotta look around?
I would encourage you to ask me if there is a shop in town, or to go try to find a person that can sell you stuff. All of those things exist. You just have to go find them.
Okay.
You have basically a day to explore the city, is what I'm giving you guys.
Okay, got it.
In the rain?
It has never stopped raining.
It's raining all the time.
Oh, all the time. Oh, God.
All the time.
I just dried off.
Yeah, it isn't
You
perfectly
don't have to
modeled.
come if you don't want to, but you don't get a say in what I spend this on.
Yeah, you would notice this tavern, despite the fact that it's fairly well rebuilt since the calamity, most of the other buildings are flooded and have horribly leaky ceilings. There's 2 or 3 consistent drops in this in this building, and they're not enough that it makes a serious water damage problem, but it's hard to find a dry spot, right? It's a damp building.
Well, I'm not gonna be left by myself. That'd be unreasonable. Suppose I can go. I feel like she's gonna be saying
Who do
"I
you plan to
suppose"
go
a
with?
lot.
I suppose.
I see.
All right.
If I
so
must.
Are we splitting into 2 teams or 3 teams? What's up?
I'm gonna go look for someone to talk to about parting ways with some of this coin.
I just want to look around to see if there's...
Thank you for the
Yeah, just look
hydrate.
around.
Everybody hydrate.
Ah, yes. I am actually lacking a drink right now. I need
Whoa.
to go get one eventually
Well,
here.
Yeah, cool. We'll split up. So I imagine Verity, Euphy, and Tornrobe, you guys are headed out to go and scout the town.
Yeah.
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 Cool. And Civ, you're headed to go act as representative for the group.
Yep.
Cool. Do you want to do your thing first, Civ, and then we'll come back and you can go get your drink, or do you want to have them go first and you can come back?
No, I'll do mine first if that's cool with everyone.
Yeah.
Fine.
Civ, you head to the back section. You would notice I'll let you drive. You would notice a couple of the other teams are out and about. You are welcome to do as you see fit, Civ.
Let me just see where everyone's at. Civ will approach this table.
Okay. You walk up to these guys, and they would stop their discussion. And two of them look at you. This like strange insect creature, and this big guy. He's like 9.5 feet tall and very wide.
Very wide.
The other two look at you, and this guy next to you says, "What can we do for you?"
Have you gotten your assigned direction yet?
Yes, we're headed to the southwest warehouse.
Southwest, huh? I advise you to be wary of the skies in the south.
Something
Just-
particularly dangerous down there?
I may have it may have been my imagination, but I was almost certain I saw a large creature roosting down there. Just
Right, thanks for the warning.
Keep your eyes on the skies. And by the way,
yes?
where did you get your assigned place?
Oh, he would gesture. He would gesture to this door up here.
Oh,
Just to your north.
Okay,
Sorry, did you see my ping?
Yep.
Sorry, what was your name?
Civ, yours?
Sid, pleasure. He would introduce himself as Alexos.
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 I will start to show names when I introduce people. The other two would introduce themselves. Not the other two. The other guy would introduce himself. He introduces himself. He is a warlock named Bellamy. Finn doing the work.
And,
I had to grab
get-
my notes.
and you, sir, in the back.
Bellamy would speak up. Neither of these guys speak, but this guy, we just call him Boat.
An apt description. Civ gives a friendly nod towards
And
Boat.
he would gesture to the other guy. We just call him Bug.
Boat and Bug. All right.
Boat and bug.
I wish you the best in your travels.
And to you.
Civ will leave this table and begin heading towards towards this door here, right?
Yeah.
Noticing, is that guy's from Witcher 3?
No, he's not.
Yes.
No, he's not.
He's definitely from Witcher 3.
I like the cat.
Not anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Papa, you're spoiling my story.
I'm joking.
How did you know this was going to turn into The Witcher? Oh, I made him invisible.
Oh no.
I tried to unred him.
That-
Oh god. I don't know how to unchange somebody's token color.
Okay.
Oh, I just set it to white. Yep, you would walk up and you would see those four individuals. Actually, they probably wouldn't all be here. I would imagine these two would have left by now. There they go. Alright. These two would be here. And you would notice that the woman, Gwen, she would look significantly more at peace, not in a room full of 3 billion people.
Oh.
And, Asher would look over. Please, sit down. We've just decided.
Civ would close the door behind him and have a seat without a word.
We're sending you to the northeast. warehouse. It's not too far away from here. Listen, your group was hastily put together. The last one, actually. We simply put you with whoever was left. So we're hopefully giving you something of an easier task to get started with. Oh, can you guys... Oh, just so you guys know, can you drag a circle and unselect your token? This is specific for youth, man. Yeah. So you can only see through each other. You can see through each other's. You can see through each other's vision if you're not selecting a token.
Gotcha. I see.
Oh.
I was sitting here. I'm like,
Wait,
I'm trying to grab Civ. Oh, where is he?
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Riveting
The
content.
room you
I'm
step
sure.
into is. I'm gonna fix that because the light should be significantly brighter than that. Oh no, didn't get it yet. There you go. All right, I fixed that lighting problem. All right. Asher would say, any questions?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, I was looking to know who ended up going to the southern warehouses.
1 second. Gwen, do you have that? And she would sort of flick through her note page, and she would say, we're sending, she would list off 4 names. She would say, Grisha, Silver, an Arin, and a Thor down to the southern warehouse.
He remembers sharing a drink with Thor, even though it wasn't all that pleasant. Any chance you know their whereabouts?
Asher would say, I believe they're in the tavern. I believe we sent them to the brown section.
The brown. Oh, okay. Civ gives a nod.
And he would then proceed to say that I believe Alexos is headed to the southwest or the southeast. I don't remember exactly which one, but I gave them south. And then he'd say we have a group, say Clarence and a Ferstellum. Who wrote this? And a Furrow and I believe a Hera. They're also headed to the south. Why? What's the particular danger down there?
I believe it couldn't have been my imagination. I saw a large beast roosting.
What kind of beast? I'm a monster hunter. I would understand.
You would call me insane if I told you.
You're bringing it up at a meeting right now.
Smooth silver skin. It looked dragon-like.
You're sure?
Near certain.
There shouldn't be dragons in this area at all.
Stranger things have happened.
They normally-
Stranger things have happened.
Yes, they normally roost some 30 miles to the west of here. I mean, it's not impossible for one to come here, but they have no reason to.
I have already warned the Alexos group to watch the skies in the southwest.
Right.
I would much appreciate your help in notifying the others.
And you're certain it was a silver dragon?
Looked that way.
Oh, that's a relief. They're usually friendly.
I can't say for sure.
I hope you're not wrong. But a silver skin sounds like a silver dragon, no?
Perhaps.
He would pull out a map, and he would show you the city. He would pull up in the city. Let me just enable you guys to all be able to come here whenever you'd like. You're free to come to this map whenever. He would say the northeastern map. He would pull like a sprawl out map. We believe it to be somewhere up by this crossroads to the northeast here. Do you see my pings?
Where is it?
I'm gonna shift tab zoom you. You'll drop right to where I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Okay.
Heyo.
Ooh, fancy.
We don't have an exact location, but this is the general vicinity of it. You'll have to search for it.
And what kind of things are we bringing back? Mainly rations?
The most condensed food you can find, preferably dried and preserved soup, would be the best. The primary goal is to decide if the warehouse is even untouched or heavily drawn upon. We're trying to find the closest one that is untapped, so we can get out some sort of larger group to go out and gather from it more consistently.
Civ will basically almost instinctively go to some form of salute.
Right. You know I'm not a member of your military, right?
He knows, but he knows these are the times that and that it's run by the military.
You would know this is kind of a funny thing to know, specific to the Knights Errant. Most militaries don't mind, like, if you see, like, a kid doing, like, the salute, right? The Knights Errant despises it with a passion. You have to be a member to do the salute, so he doesn't do it back.
Okay.
It's not you can't do it, it's that he can't do it back to you without offending other people that would be of your ilk.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay.
We've seen, we had reports from one of the Knights Errant riders. They did a quick preliminary scout. Said they saw some smaller creatures, vaguely humanoid. Not sure what they could be. Goblins, kobolds, something like that.
We will certainly keep an eye out.
And don't forget, there's other more dangerous creatures out there. You'll have to move silently.
Civ gives a nod.
Do your best to try to map your directions and what streets you take. It'll make getting back there easier.
Is there anything else?
I dare say that's it, but if you see anybody out there, do your best to help them get back.
Civ replies, with honor. And
Very well.
then he stands to leave the table.
Yep, you head on back out. And we get to go back to the... Oh,
Great.
you're good.
There we go. I'm at the wrong place. Yeah.
Inner city.
Oh, inner
Alright. Who would like to drive the group?
I will, because I have the money.
Cool. Here you go, Verity. You step out front of the Great Hall into the
I am
pouring
going to grab
rain.
a drink real quick. I will be right back.
Okay.
All right. Oh boy, I love rain. Yeah, how well do I know, like, this inner area, like, since I've been here?
You are welcome to roll
Like-
me an intelligence check to ask me questions about it.
That sounds great!
I hid everything because, so
Alright.
the only buildings
Yeah,
that
that
are
makes
hidden,
sense.
so like the buildings that are all hidden are things that are of vague interest. The Great Hall you've
Got
been
it.
to, the refugee camp is literally there because they need a place for all the people to go, and the soup kitchen's there because you would know where the soup kitchen is, that's where you get your food.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright,
Alright, you said an intelligence check?
just an intelligence check to see what you can if everybody wants to roll, if you get higher than 12, I'll say you can ask me a question. Everybody is in that group. Raw intelligence. Unfortunately, Verity, not the greatest of memories. You've probably been flying
I
pretty
really
low
don't know.
under the weather here, under the radar. Euphemia, you remember something?
Ooh, excellent.
Are you here, MK?
I was supposed to roll intelligence, right?
Yeah, just intelligence. Just intelligence. So if you click it, it'll ask you for whether. Yeah, there you go. Tornrobe, you also don't have the greatest of memories about this place. What would you like to know?
We're having a
Euphemia?
hard time.
Well, I did just get here.
I suppose, are we in need of, like, travel gear, like camping supplies, things like that, or is that something we have? Like, in case...
You have what your character has on them.
That is... Yeah, it's very true.
If you have an explorer's pack, you have like bedding and bedrolls, but you won't have a tent, and you probably can't even afford a tent, although you might be able to.
Interesting.
I will also
Unsure.
mention you could just walk around to buildings. You can save your question for later if you guys just want to explore for now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't come up with a good question just yet. I don't mind exploring.
You want to go to this blue building?
I'm just exploring what is around the area. So yeah, if it caught my eye first, I'm gonna go over there.
You walk out of this blue building, and out front of it, you will see a man. The man is somebody you've seen around a couple times. You would know him to be like a member of the guard. You would see this guy. His ring, his like token is a different color because I made it wrong.
Interesting.
Just so you know, he's sort of like standing out front of the main door. This building looks pretty fortified. It's full stone, and there's no windows on the first floor, and the second floor has like arrow slit windows. So you're like, this is probably like a military building.
Yeah, this sure doesn't sound like the thing I'm looking for.
Do you want to talk to him?
I mean, yeah, sure.
You walk up to him.
I'll walk up to him and go, excuse me, sir. I'm a little new in the area. I'm trying to get my bearings. Can you direct me to a place where I might be able to pick up some supplies?
What kind of supplies?
Survival supplies, mostly.
For general goods, you can try the markets. They're just behind the refugee camp. As for more specialty goods, there is a mercantile section just south of the camp. Sorry, what was your name again?
I'm sorry, my name is Verity Rosewater.
Oh, pleasure. My name's Goyle.
Goyle!
Goyle McDoyle, at your service.
Goyle McDoyle.
Pleasure to meet you.
Goyle. Listen. I made my friends came up with these names. I love them. That is Goyle
I
McDoyle.
love him.
He would introduce himself. He's the captain of the guard.
Captain of the guard. Sounds great.
I will assist you because I see you over there struggling. I'm just gonna have him roll a check, but he doesn't actually have stats currently. So here's a saving throw for him, so you can see his name. Goyle McDoyle.
Incredible.
Got nat 20.
He did, yeah. He like
Good for him.
flexes and the water stops falling nearby him.
Oh my god.
You are free to go wherever you'd like, Verity. He introduced by the way, he mentioned this is the garrison. The building's badly damaged, and other than the stone structure, not very well kept.
Oh dear.
Pretty much every building has about an inch of water at the bottom of it, which is highly topical. You're free to go as you see fit. I will just describe you. Yeah, I will describe some other things just in the area for you, Verity.
Okay.
This green building to your these two buildings to your left, the orange one and the green one. They both have like these dome structures over top of them, like they're like a wall and then a stone, like a glass and metal roof. They give you like greenhouse vibes.
I see.
The large orange one is like badly damaged, like almost half the roof is collapsed in, whereas the green one looks to be fairly intact.
I see. All right then. Yeah, she will bid farewell to Goyle McDoyle. Thank him for his help.
It's me, Goyle McDoyle.
She will make her way to the marketplace that he had mentioned.
You walk
I
past.
don't know where I'm going. I'm sorry.
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure he's there. There's some characters that just don't show up right yet.
I'm new in town.
He is here. So as you walk past this, I can't ping. I'm on the drawing tool. As you walk past this corner building, you would see a horribly distraught halfling picking up like stones from the whole building is collapsed and there's nothing left. It's just a pile of rubble.
Oh my god.
And he's really sad. And you see he's moved like half of these rocks already. His hands are like tired and old. Like he's been doing this nonstop.
Oh my gosh. So it's like really badly damaged, yeah?
There's literally it's just like the walls have collapsed in and it's a pile of like stone bricks and the roof.
Oh dear.
He looks really sad.
What could I possibly say to this man other than I'm so sorry?
You see a sign, and it reads "sweets and stuff" or "sweets and such."
Sweets and such. I will approach.
You see, he's like crying.
Oh my god!
What is it? Least you can do is move a couple of rocks.
What? Why are you moving the rocks?
This is my business.
Okay.
I'm a baker. I can't bake without a bakery.
What? help you for me to do?
I gotta rebuild the bakery.
Okay. I don't have time to help you rebuild a bakery.
Why not? It's take a couple days.
I'm sorry, sir.
He's really desperate. Like, he walks over to you, he's like, not very. He's a halfling, right? He's short for a halfling. So just
so sorry, sir.
I'm so small, I can't do this by myself.
Euphemia is going to kind of
sorry.
march right up to them, and
Sure.
he'll say, "Back down. Stop being hysterical for a moment, will you?"
I'm hysterical on my family's lineage. There's not a single other goddamn bakery. I am a McMuffin. We bake muffins.
No. Very good.
I'll show you a picture
Why
of
don't you
him.
buy Ronald?
I didn't make him a token.
Oh
He
my
just got art.
god, I love him though.
That's he introduced himself. His name is Bredrick McMuffin.
Did I say Patrick or Frederick?
Hold on,
Frederick.
hold on. Wait,
Red
pause.
Rick.
Thank you.
God, that's funny.
Oh, he's so good. My friends were like, they're gonna hate that. I'm like, no,
No.
I know them.
No.
They will attack.
I
They will
love it.
imprint on Bredrick McMuffin.
I'm stealing that name for my own
I do
campaigns.
like him more and like
Listen.
want to put in a little bit more effort to help him.
Listen, so I am going to be running a game called, well, we affectionately call it the Breakfast Club, because Swaft plays a Tabaxi named Detective Waffles.
Inspector Waffles.
Inspec-
He's an inspector.
Inspector, I'm sorry, Inspector. Yeah, so I want to steal this man, specifically Bredrick McMuffin.
I like it. They came to me in a dream, and I was like, now we have our third Bredrick. We have Chadrick. We have Bradrick. And we have...
Distant cousin.
Like, that's clearly inspired off of Chadrick.
All right. Yeah, you get the feeling you probably can't help this guy. He's just really sad.
Yeah. I don't.
I understand that
Sorry,
your-
answer.
I understand that your home is in shambles, but crying about it is not going to do anything. On top of that,
I moved like 600 kilograms of rocks. I'm trying.
Congratulations. Very proud of you.
Poor guy.
However, we cannot help you at this time. Please understand.
That mean you're gonna help me later?
Perhaps.
Verity has gotten uncomfortable, so she is trying to walk away without drawing attention to herself.
Yeah, you make it away. He's an idiot.
Okay. It's like, I'm uncomfortable now. I got stuff to do.
Yep. Good day.
I'm sorry about your bakery. I don't have time to help you. I'm sorry you're having a really bad day.
I think he's been having a really bad 2 months.
Really,
Yeah.
really bad several days. Really bad 2 months.
All right. Where do you want to go next?
You said the marketplaces were like what, behind the refugee camp?
There's a marketplace behind the refugee camp, and there's like a collection of stores to the bottom of it. This thing that kind of looks like the Simon Says.
Okay,
Or not a Simon Says. What is that? You know what it's called?
A Simon?
Like the buttons you push on it, it goes rah! You like push the lights in the order.
Yeah, it's a Simon.
Yeah, it looks like that. That's what that is.
Gotcha.
Man, what a weird looking bobbit.
All
Okay,
right.
well, I don't think that she was looking for any specific store. She's just, I mean, like, thanks to rather a place to buy supplies, like
Yeah,
survival thingy.
As you round the corner, you would notice a store immediately. It stands as relatively intact. It looks like it suffered some water damage, but its structure is entirely sound. A large metal sign reads "True Silver Arms and Armor." It's sort of like a two-section building, with like the front side being kind of like under like a big kind of like stone canopy, like an outside kind of smithing area underneath like a roof, and then a sort of central building at the back.
Okay. Is there anyone out and about moving, or like inside?
You would notice like all the smithing tools are missing. They're like rusted and on the floor. Like every hammer is missing its handle, And sort
I
of
see.
without much effort, you would sort of see the cobblestone floor that makes up the road is like missing like a straight line of stuff. And as you turn to follow the line, you would see the anvil from the forge firmly like halfway through a wall in the refugee camp.
Okay, so they're not having a good time, especially, I guess.
Maybe. You do see like movement in the actual building though.
Okay. I don't need arms and armor, but I'll go in.
As you head inside, you would sort of, as soon as you like open the door, there's like where this is probably the one building in the city that has a jingle, like a little ding ding, like a bell when you open the door.
Okay.
And sort of standing inside, you would see, a young woman, maybe like 25 or so. She's sort of like pacing the room. You would see that there's like a collection of wares, things that maybe they've found or have made recently, but you get the feeling they can't produce any more items. Like they don't have the smithing capabilities right now.
Okay,
You'd
good
see
to
this
know.
woman. Customers. What can I help you?
I was mostly just trying to get a feel for the state of things. It doesn't look like, or rather, it looks like you're rather worse for wear.
I suppose I have some things to offer you. Until my father gets back, we won't be able to make anything, but I don't know where he is.
Hey,
I didn't hear what you said.
said I see. That's all she said.
I see.
Is
would you like
Civ with the
I
party?
see.
Yeah, you can join up. You're with the party.
Okay.
Yeah, come back. Hang out with us.
Civ would feel bad considering, he lost his father in this whole
Poor
shindig.
guy.
too. He would pipe up immediately and be like, "Oh, where was he last seen?"
There's another blacksmith just northeast of here, outside of the gates. I think we talked about it. We talked about going out there to see if we could find some smithing tools, but I think he might have gone on his own. And he didn't want to bring me with him.
We are also heading in that direction. I
speak
we
up.
will keep an eye out for him.
I would appreciate that immensely. If you could bring him back, I'm sure we could repay you. Here, she will show you her inventory. So, I have overcomplicated this.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Could you please double right-click on the shop?
Ooh.
This is the list of her wares. No store has everything in this, and I will temporarily take away or add things depending on if you guys don't buy them. Each merchant has a modifier to if they will sell you things at a premium or a discount. On the virtue that you are going to go ahead and look for her father, she'll give you a 5% discount.
How nice.
Oh my god.
If there's anything in this list you'd like to buy, the system's all integrated. You just click on it and you'll buy it.
Wow.
Yeah, so on the right you can see the buy item stuff. So if there's anything here you'd like to buy, anything that would make your day, these are what they have.
Wow. That's sure fun.
Interesting.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
this is fancy.
There's every vendor.
Fun.
Every vendor has one of these, and you only get the items that are listed in these vendors. That's all you're going to get.
No, that's really cool.
Is anything in there shoot your guys' fancy?
Anyone have a lantern?
I have dark vision. I have no need of a lantern.
Do you
I
have
also
dark
have
vision?
dark vision, but I can only see in shades of gray, and I'm not super perceptive to begin with.
I do not have a lantern and will need one.
I figured.
So-
I see. I will adjust your token. I didn't see that you had that from your class. Here's your dark vision. Okay.
Yeah, I think that we could probably stand to get a couple of lamps, if not a lantern or so.
Yeah, I was gonna say Yuffie is gonna go ahead and
Also, an iron pot probably wouldn't be bad to have. For soup, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah, Civ is definitely gonna need a lamp or a lantern.
Yuffie is going to buy the bullseye lantern. So
Cool. So what you do is if you're looking at the sheet, if you click the buy item, it's the dollar sign.
Oh.
It will just remove your money and it will give you the item.
Wow.
Can you verify if that works?
Says you must purchase items from a token.
Maybe your token needs to be on this map. If not, we could just do it the old-fashioned way. Here, I'll drag you on out here. Link, here you go.
Woo!
Try it now.
Alright.
So have your token clicked, and then open it and do it.
Alright.
Good for you.
Nope. Still says you must purchase items.
Well,
Yeah.
we did our best. For now, I will just give you the item,
Sick.
and we will do the math manually. So, you are buying a lantern or a bullseye lantern?
A bullseye lantern.
Cool, bullseye lantern. You know the difference.
Oh yes, the bullseye lantern it burns brighter, right? It has 60-foot radius.
It's 60 foot. It's like at a cone.
Oh, okay, cone. I see. Yes, 60-foot cone and an actual 60 feet. One slit burns for 6 hours on 1 flask, 1 pint of oil.
We don't do consumables like that.
Oh, okay. Cool, sick.
Yeah.
You have a bullseye lantern.
Cool.
Oh, now there's only one left in the shop. That's so fun.
Yeah, I'll figure out why it doesn't work. We'll get to it.
It's
Alright.
neat.
We just have to buy that iron pot as well.
Yeah.
Cool. I see if it works for you. If it doesn't, I'll just throw it in your
It
inventory.
did not.
Yes, that is because there is no god. We will drop you to 13 gold, and I will give you, I believe, 1 silver piece, because it is almost 2 gold for that. Here's your pot. There's only one of them in the store, so this one goes bye-bye.
Thank you.
You have an iron pot now.
Wow, an iron pot. Good for us.
I don't need the lantern if we got the bullseye lantern. You could
Probably
just
not.
rely on
How many?
Euphemia.
Oh, did it convert
I almost said that's
Wow.
I was gonna say, did it not do the math, or did you do the math? I don't remember having silver pieces.
Because it was a discount, so it was 10 gold at a 5% discount, so it was 5 silver.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't sure if you had done the changed the amount or not yet. That's why I was asking. I was like,
Yep, I
wait.
did.
You're so nice.
Yeah, you spent 9.5 gold, so it was 5 silver and 9 gold.
Sick. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Are you guys done here?
Yeah.
Cool. She would again thank you for offering to go look for her father, and she would give you a brief description of him. She would introduce herself. By the way, I don't know if I did that yet. I actually can't roll her thing, so I have to do it the hard way because she's technically a merchant.
Mhm.
She doesn't have stats.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just go grab her. She would introduce herself. Oh, come on. She would introduce herself as a Ellen White, and her father is a man named Casper White.
What do he look like?
He is sort of like an older man, just over 6 feet tall, gray beard. Likes to wear like a head wrap or a bandana. He's a human guy. It's hard to miss him.
For me.
What did you say the father's name was?
Casper White.
Jasper.
Gotcha. Like the ghost.
Because I would like to do so, I'm going to give you these next ones rapid fire.
Awesome.
You would see to the south there is a building which is obviously what was at one point a herbalism or alchemy building.
Gotcha.
The building is badly flooded and burned out on the inside. There's almost nothing salvageable from it, and you would not find a proprietor there.
Alrighty.
To the south of that
Noted.
is a similar building. This one is obviously a artificery kind of building, like where they would make magic items. It likewise does not have a current proprietor.
Okay.
And I have one more for you that's obvious. The final one, the other ones you can go explore if you'd like, but the jewelry and gemstones is also without a proprietor. So none of those buildings have anybody to assist you with anything. They have no wares.
Gotcha. No wares.
Yuffie frowns at the jewelry
Since you bought
building.
stuff from her, let's say, is there anything I can help you find if I don't have it?
Mostly we're just looking for general goods.
Ooh, general goods. She would point down the road. If you head over there, she'd point that way. You can find. I'm sure somebody could direct you. You'll have to head underground into the sewers, but it's not so hard to find.
Ew!
They've long since dried up. They're decommissioned.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
As long as it
I feel
doesn't
like it's-
smell.
Let me just get rid of her. She doesn't need to be here. All right, you're free to go.
I've had enough. Who is this sassy woman? Underground market. Ooh boy.
Usually to get here, this sections of buildings is badly damaged and destroyed and flooded. There's like an old sewer duct which ran underneath this place. Somebody here would explain this to you because it's funnier if you know. And no, actually, you don't get to know that. You were just told to go underground.
Yeah, I was told to go underground, and I need items, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool. You would eventually find somebody who's willing to show you the way. Almost everybody here looks like they're going this way. And you'd sort of follow this line and head down this ladder or a staircase, depending on where you go in. Make your way down to like an old abandoned sewer duct. And down here, there's like hundreds of people. It's super packed and musky and not great. But it's relatively dry. If there is water, it sort of flows down through the old sewer system, and it sort of avoids the sort of higher rised areas. And it doesn't smell. What's up?
I lost vision because I was keeping track of our treasury.
Can you not come back here?
I'm back there, but I see black.
Click and drag.
Oh, never mind. I was just zoomed really far in.
No worries.
Ah,
And as you head downstairs, you would find sort of like this place packed full of people. And everybody's in here peddling wares.
I'm looking for general goods or anyone that looks particularly like they're trying to sell things really hard.
A man catches your attention. This man sort of walks out from the sidelines. You can see he's got all of his wares are on his back. There's a couple people that have set up little shops and sections where there's a spill gate or more space.
Okay.
He sort of walks out and introduces himself. Are you looking for wares?
That I am.
Oh, why, of
I hope
course.
you're selling them.
I am. What are you looking for?
Mostly just general supplies, stuff
He-
to get us through while we're out.
Opens his backpack to the side. Take a look. You can open up that market as well. If you remember how you did the last one.
Haha! Incredible! So just as a note, I know that Euphemia spent whatever coin was in her inventory, and I know that I spent whatever gold was in my inventory. That 50 gold we were given, I'm assuming, is for these supplies, correct?
Whatever you guys need, yeah.
Whatever we want. Okay. So I guess my question then is to our treasurer, how do you want to do that? Do you want to add a note this is 50 gold. We received 50 gold, we split it up between the members of the party.
Am I hearing this correctly? Is it 15 or 50?
50.
50.
Okay, I need to re-edit that then.
Yeah, 50.
As long as the tools are for, as long as what we're buying is for the party's use as a whole, then it's fine to come out of the treasury.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess what I'm asking is, the two things that we just bought, no money was taken from the party fund to buy those things.
Oh, they
Verity
weren't?
already had gold on her. Euphemia already had gold on her.
Oh, okay, fun.
Yeah.
So my question to you was, how do you want to do that? Do you want to, when we get gold, divvy it up between all of us, and then in the journal that you're, keeping track of, you're we got 50 gold. We split it up. It's been split up.
That would be the way to do it, yes. Unless
Yeah,
you want
I
to
feel
keep
like
an
that's probably
active
a
party
better
fund,
idea.
you will eventually have to buy things so expensive you will want a party fund.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's just for little things like this, it seems like more of a hassle than I think we want it to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Is
Yeah,
there
we
anything
can
in
split it up.
his wares you're looking for? Might I
I'm
interest you
looking
in this
through it now.
10-foot ladder? He pulls it out of his backpack like a magic trick.
Oh my god. Mary
That's
Poppins.
very impressive, but I don't think I need a
A shovel,
could be useful.
a crowbar, master breaking and entering tool.
I don't have any plans to break or enter anywhere.
Oh,
I sure am looking.
I have these 2 ball bearings.
Just 2?
Yep. The random generator did be dirty.
Fantastic.
You can have them both for an eighth of a fucking copper.
It's just so funny. Of the things here, I'm interested in tools, but I don't need tools right this second, I guess is my, what I'm getting at. Man,
Yeah, you would know
what
that
a place.
things like bedrolls are fairly hard to come by.
Yeah, that makes
They're
sense.
almost everything essential survival is out.
Yuffie is 100% gonna buy a blanket.
Okay, how much is a blanket? 5 silver?
Yep.
You bet. I got you, because my system doesn't work.
Love that for you.
I said it doesn't work.
She gonna buy soap too and a
Of
mirror?
course.
Alright, you have a blanket that cost you 5 silver. You now no longer have any silver.
She'll take some soap, and she will 100% take the mirror if she can afford it. I think she can. She
The
should.
steel mirror?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna spend 5 gold pieces on a stupid mirror. One of your party members literally carries one. No, you're fine. And you have 9, and then you're gonna spend
I don't.
2 copper. Okay,
Funny.
you get 9
Funny.
silver and 8 copper because somebody had to break a gold dollar bill.
Of course. I don't carry copper.
Where did that go?
Where did
I
what?
gave you the soap and it just doesn't. Oh, there it is. You got your soap. Here, you want to buy 1 soap?
Yeah, she'll buy one for now.
You buy 1 soap.
Yep.
One soap.
A whole soap.
Just so you know, these will the shops will get new items like every time there's a big like a finished quest basically,
Got it. Cool.
and they won't fully reset. They'll add more things in. All right. Just so you know, I didn't mention it. My name's Arthur Zest.
Arthur Zest.
Yeah, his name showed up on the picture. I didn't remember to mention it, but it did show up there.
It did.
Yeah.
Arthur Zest. He's
What a funny guy.
Listen, for a fee, I might be able to get you in touch with somebody else that might have what you're looking for.
What kind of somebody else?
Oh, I don't know if you know much about this, but this is sort of a joint mission here. You got the merchants, we're peddling the wares, but this area, this was brought to our attention by the Thieves Guild in the black market.
Okay.
I could point you out one of their vendors if you're looking for something a little more under the, purview of the law on this
Some
side.
skooma.
Sir.
I'm joking.
Can I insight check this man?
Yeah, sure.
I would love to. Thank you. Hey,
You get the sense-
17.
You get the sense he might just tell you if you ask nicely enough. You get the sense that he's trying to support his family, right? Like he's out here selling stuff, and he's selling hard. He wants money.
I think Verity will take a second to ponder her options. And she will kind of lean her head to the side and look at him again and go, how much of a fee?
2 gold.
1 gold.
1 gold. 5 silver.
Sure.
You hand him a gold and 5 silver. He sort of pockets it.
Yeah.
Says, "If you'll follow me," and he walks you down like a couple of like tunnels, and eventually you pop into like a room. And there's this guy. He's got like bad kid energy. He's like sitting in like a one of the still standing chairs with his like feet up on like the wall. He's a halfling. He looks like a goober. He's got like a knife and he's like doing his fingernails with it.
Ew! Yuffie's just she's a neat freak, so she's just like she's so uncomfortable walking.
Let me show you a picture of this guy. You might see he's a vendor. Yeah. Here you go. You probably shouldn't see his name, but if you do, you'll know it soon. Here's this guy.
We do not see his name.
Yes,
Wow.
he's a vendor. So when I show you the vendor name, little halfling guy. So who's this? Coming to check my wares? Sort of steps up,
Yes.
walks over. What are you looking for? You want to buy these? He pulls out a pair of handcuffs. I stole them from
No.
a guard.
Good for you. We're looking for
Blowgun?
maybe some, no, just some harder to come by materials, perhaps.
Like what?
Swaff
Oh.
is thinking.
Where are my manners? I'm Chadley Smalls.
A fitting name.
Please.
No, I love him.
So Chadley doesn't have a spot on the map.
Gotcha.
If you go to the top right and click on the actors, you'll see there's a vendors tab now that I've been giving you access to the people that
Okay.
can sell stuff. You should see his list in there.
Notes.
No, not
Fine.
notes.
Oh,
It'll be
okay.
under actors. Oh, you're just
No,
doing that.
I was saying notes.
Chadley Smalls. I love
Other
Chadley
act-
Smalls. He's too funny.
Actors. Where?
So do you see a list of NPCs above the party tab?
I see vendors with Arthur Zest and Ellen White.
Oh, really? You don't see? Oh, I haven't given you guys. I haven't given you
okay.
guys permission to view him yet. You can now see Chadley Smalls' inventory.
Chadley Smalls. There he is. I see him. Took me a second to find him, but I sure did.
He has a vial of acid.
Yeah, he has.
He's a little thug.
He's got more interest in stuff.
Must we cooperate with a criminal?
A criminal? You insult me.
Everyone's money's good right now.
These are stolen.
You will notice the most illicit thing on this list at the time is bedrolls. They're hard to come by. They sell for.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, that reminds me. I didn't set his price modifier.
You should. Whee! There he goes.
Alright, there we go. I said it wrong. There you go.
What a guy.
Anything suits your fancy.
Civ would like to buy the playing card set.
Okay,
Good for
cool.
him.
I got you. Party, Civ. Civ, here is your playing cards. And you have the playing cards that he had. He only had one set, so they go bye-bye. And then you get back 8 gold pieces. Which I rounded up.
Very
for you.
fun.
Not 8 gold pieces, 8 silver. Alright, you have playing cards now.
Nice.
Hi. Ha 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 ha. I do like Chadley Smalls. He's very funny.
I love Chadley Smalls.
He
Like I said-
be making me laugh.
The 3 names that I lost it on, you've already met.
He's so funny.
Like, Goyle McDoyle is rent-free in my brain. Alright, let's go there first.
Goyle Doyle's great. Really love that.
An icon.
Bradrick McMuffin is the best name I've ever come up with in my entire life.
Redrick McMuffin.
And
Oh.
and who could forget Chadley Smalls? I mean,
Cannot believe.
Very fun. I'm still looking through these items. I'm sorry.
take your time. That's the point was to get you guys comfortable with your characters. I know that some of you aren't, buying stuff, but we had some good moments earlier, and we have more to come.
Oh, we do. I'm a little interested in the portable RAM. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the best thing on this list.
It's really cool, and I want it.
+5 and advantage to open locked doors.
Wow.
It says a +4.
+4.
There you go. Yeah, let's get to getting. I would like to buy the portable RAM. It's important.
Here you go. Out of your
know.
money.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I haven't taken from Party Fund yet, because I just haven't added anything to my inventory or
I
anything.
kind of split it up already.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just add it now.
Okay, so what does everybody get?
Yeah, what's everyone get?
12 gold, 5 silver.
Woohoo!
Okay. So 7 plus 12 is 19.
Sorry, failed to mention.
20. 1. There we go. His feet.
All
I
right.
do like Chadley Smalls.
Yeah.
Oh man, he is funny.
I suppose if you're the only one with a bedroll. Yuffie's gonna buy a
Does she not
bedroll.
have one?
No, she doesn't.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, she does
You want
not.
to buy one of my bedrolls, huh?
Poor lady.
I don't know. Somebody like you, that might cost extra.
Verity raises an eyebrow, and says, "She's with me."
They're a hot commodity. What can I say?
She's
Eyebrow
going
stays
to
raised.
kind of, like, would it be offensive if she lowered herself to his level?
That's up to you. I think you can apply. You can figure that out on your own.
Let's see. She will, kind of bow a little bit. Like, the whole time she has looked so, like, uncomfortable and just kind of disgusted. But for right now, she suddenly looks very sweet. And she smiles at this halfling as if he is, like, the most handsome man in the world.
Oh,
Wow.
And she puts a hand on her chest very gently. Says, "Good sir, are you sure? I don't have much on me. I don't know what I could do."
I hate that you have in that set. You have changed it from a persuasion to a deception by saying you can't afford it.
It's fine.
Could you roll me deception, please?
Oh, I kind of want to use my inspiration on it, just because I never use inspiration, so I need to.
Go ahead if you want to.
Nice, okay. Ugh. Damn it!
A 14. Oh, I guess I could, for the normal price, 1.5.
I'll take it. Thank you so much, great sir.
Oh, you're welcome. 1 gold, and I got your 5 silver already.
Sweet.
Huzzah.
All right.
What a man.
Anything else you'd like to buy from Chadley Smalls? He's got caltrops, a little bit of poison.
We can't afford poison.
You in this economy. All right. What else would you guys like to do? If you'd like to just go around and sort of learn some of the other buildings, we could do that.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
So we'll just assume you guys do a little bit of a tour. I don't want to waste too much time on it. We had some fun
Ooh.
exploring already.
Big tour.
You would find Kovar's Fashion, a leatherworking and tailor to the south, and you would also find a store called Brash Defense. They sort of sell items that are recovered. They sell like weapons, not like a second-hand store, but they're more like an armory. They don't make the things; they just sell them. Would you like to go anywhere particularly else to go investigate some buildings?
I would like to see the refugee camp just to get a grasp on if there are any dead there.
I mean, you get the sense that people are probably passing away there pretty quickly. As you sort of walk through this area, you would see that it's packed to the brim. Every single house here has kind of been like not modified, but like emptied out of non-essential furniture. It's pretty much all sleeping space. People are working with a very small personal area, and you probably might have been there at one point. You know, if you didn't have anywhere to safely stay, right? So after that, you know, you do have this guild house now. I will say that during your investigation to the refugee camp, you would find just to the northeast of it, you would find a large cemetery.
Oh dear.
I go to explore the cemetery.
You start to walk through it, and it's an unfortunately packed place. There's just, you know, people are not. Everybody's, you know, there are dead still being buried from the cataclysm, not even counting the people that are dying after it. And you would make your way through it. You don't find a priest or anything. It's just, it feels like it's kind of fallen apart from the traditional like way it was used to be more of like, we have to bury people. It's going to happen.
Like a gigantic mass grave.
Kind of, yes.
Jeez. How sad.
There's no priests around there, you say?
You don't find anybody running it at this time. I mean, there's maybe guards around that are making sure people don't fight, but it's not an official process.
I'd like to perform funeral rite.
You want to go help people bury people?
Yes, I do.
Very well.
What a fun crow man.
Does anybody go along with you, or do you just set up to do it by yourself?
Would anybody else like to go along with me?
I have to ask.
No.
Great.
I'm just confused as to why you're doing it. I don't know if I would be
Finny
opposed
would be
to going with
curious.
you.
Yuffie
But I
would
am
not.
curious.
The Tornrobe ended up here by accident. The whole reason he was traveling up.
Okay.
The whole reason he ended up in here in the City of Law was because he was trapped here because of the calamity. But he was going from realm to realm to realm to like try and help people and get to know more about people's cultures and their rites of death and all of that.
Oh, he's really cool.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep.
Verity doesn't know you very well yet, so she's curious. She'll come along. She'll follow.
Okay, great. You two head off to go do that. Does that mean that we have Euphemia and Civ doing something else?
Yeah, Yuffie is not going to step foot in the cemetery.
All right, great. Yuffie and Civ, pick another building. Go pick a building to investigate. Pick a good one. Pick a good one.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay. Yuffie's gonna pick. To be like, no, absolutely not. I guess maybe. There's so many buildings. I'm trying to pick something that's like semi nearby, because like she wouldn't want
You
to
can
like.
pick something that's far away too. The building, this, like I said, the city's not big. It takes you a handful of minutes to walk across the whole thing.
True. Well, in that case, go big or go home. I'm gonna look at. What's this?
The very big teal building.
Yes.
Okay, that's a fun place to go. All right, great. Do you want to go with her, Civ?
Sure.
Great. All right. So, real quick, Verity and Tornrobe, you both head in to go assist this grave situation. And you head in. It's people are not worried about this. It would probably offend you, Tornrobe. There are just so many people who are dead that have been stacked up that need to be buried that there's not the time to follow the proper procedures for every single person.
Ouch.
I start pacing in frustration around the whole cemetery.
I understand that there have been so many casualties in this calamity, but can they not show proper respect?
I said,
You
so,
know.
so one by one, I'm like, how would I do this? I would probably like get the bodies and line them up, one by
Okay.
one by one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can
How
definitely.
many are there actually?
If you were to, like, you would see that like there. It's not necessarily like the families are always doing this. These are like people that most people wouldn't recognize. Like they're like, we have no idea who this guy is, and somebody's got to bury his corpse or we're gonna have disease. They're not just going to immediately stop doing that, right? You'd have to be like, hey, wait, let's do this officially, right? Do you want to try to do that?
Yes, let's do that.
Cool. You would walk up to the guy who's currently supervising, as in he's leaning on a shovel.
What a guy.
Can I help you, little bird friend?
Yes. I am Tornrobe.
Pleasure.
I wish to perform the proper funeral rites for all of these.
Oh,
Those recently departed.
that's, I mean, we got a tight schedule to keep you.
It's quite alright.
Can you, would happily help you, but we don't have, I mean, can you, how long is this gonna take?
Oh, I'd say about an hour. I won't take too much of your time.
I suppose, and like, it's not a, like, they would prefer to do it the right way, right? You just get the sense that, like, there's literally not a priest to bless his
There's
body.
so much to do. There's probably like
Yeah.
a mass amount of bodies that
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, and like I said, you would also get the sense that, like, there's not like, how do I put it? You've literally not seen a single holy figure since you've been in this town. Like, they're around, but they're not out doing their thing. So he would help you if you want to spend an hour. It's certainly better than not doing it. Do you do like a rush version of it? I imagine, because normally it would be very in depth to take about an hour to do one person.
I would say. My
Here's the
plan is make a big perimeter around the cemetery, and then stand on a big ass tree or pedestal somewhere, because there's always a tree in a cemetery somewhere.
Oh, the 3 billion dead trees, of course.
Okay, good. So I find the tallest one, if there is one, and
Yeah,
I
of
say
course.
to the
Meredith, do
head
whatever you
guy.
want.
I say to the head guy,
How many men do you have assembled around here?
About 10.
10. How quickly can you line them up?
They'll help
Corpses.
you out with it. Yeah.
how quick?
Of course,
how
we can do it.
quickly? How quickly? Say.
All of them?
Every single one.
Months.
No, I meant the ones that are currently above ground.
We'll do it in an hour, like you said. They would help you out. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It'll take an hour.
Okay, good. Well, I'll do that.
Okay, so they would line up your bodies for you, and they'd get you whatever you want to do, man. You're the one driving this funeral show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once they line it up, I climb up to the very top of the tree, and I start performing the funeral rites. I adjust my robes, my necklaces, and my charms, and I spread my arms out wide, trying to encompass the entire cemetery. And I say the prayer.
Is it in common?
Yes.
Okay.
And as I meditate and as I pray, I start to get this. I start getting into a meditative state.
Mhm.
I don't know if there would be like a magical effect to it. Now that I think about it,
Unlike
I would
whatever
presume
you
so,
like.
since it's a rite.
Yeah, it's literally a spell.
Right. Okay. Cool. So as I start to glow, the entirety of the cemetery just starts, almost like it envelops it in a warm glow, in like a yellowish white light.
Mm.
And I recite the prayer of the funeral rites, intently focused on each and every single one of the people that were supposed to be buried here.
Very well. I will say that for narrative reasons, of course, that would succeed. You're able to sort of go through and do your proper, like, you channel a bit of your power to ensure that none of these corpses cause disease or come back from the dead.
Precise.
So we talked about this. Your traditional funeral rites are very thorough. Would you just do like an abbreviated kind of like more traditional version, or would you go for your classic version?
I'd do the classic.
Okay. You are aware of the repercussions of such an action?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, so you go through and perform your funeral rites, and you ensure that these, maybe, 50 or so souls can never return alive or dead, undead, or revived.
And so it is. And so it shall be.
Sever that connection. Verity, you're there observing this. You would probably recognize this, at least from your some point of your childhood. You would recognize that he's like performing like the Brazian version of funeral rites, which you would know are exceptionally thorough.
Ah.
Like I said, you would know that once this has been done, nothing short of a wish can bring you back.
I'm a little impressed.
I climbed down the. I'm a little exhausted. I climbed down from the tree. I dust myself off a little bit, and I say to the man,
You may continue. None of the corpses here will provide any disease, any harm, nor they will become undead.
Thank you.
Just be sure to treat them with respect. As in life, so is in death.
Very well. He would get his men, and they go back to burying bodies. Anything else? Would you guys like to do anything after that? I know we have to get to the other group, but
Funky little bird.
fucking weird.
No, he's fun. I love him.
He ain't no bro.
He's
No,
so fun.
I love him. He's great.
No,
Alright,
he's
welcome back to
really
you.
cool.
Go ahead. So you two walk across town. Do you ask Civ what this building is you've decided to go walk to look at?
Yeah, she says, you seem to be familiar with this place. What is this?
I don't know off the top of my head.
You know what it is off the top of your head. It is the university.
Oh.
Fancy.
I will specify. They both teach legal and magic. It is Harry Potter for lawyers.
"Hey, Lamau."
Very nice.
You don't have to go there, because that's a building he would know. So you can change targets, or you can go try to get your way into the university.
I think she would just kind of smirk a little bit at it. And she goes, quite small in comparison to the Golden Host, but decent enough.
Yeah. You would know this is a very famous university. It's literally the first place where schooling was done.
Oh, wow. Fascinating.
Yeah. As another fun fact, you would know that the Great Hall is the first tavern.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is its claim to glory. Alright, would you like to go to the university, or would you like to pick another building? Because we can keep knocking them out if you guys like.
I'm sure on the way she would probably ask what, these two buildings are, these gray ones up here. Because that's kind of on the way.
Yeah, I can do that. You would know the general layout of these buildings. This one to the south, you would recognize as the storehouse. Essentially, it's where all the food comes out of and your city's supply. And then the Warm Apple Inn is just a tavern. Similar to the Great Hall, but distinctly different.
Oh.
What's the thing that's right below the University of Law?
Well, you're not near anybody who would know that.
Oh, damn.
You could walk over there and look at it.
We're over by the cemetery right now.
But Verity's with you for a while.
It's up to you
split
guys.
off.
You're welcome to go investigate some funny buildings. Oh, this is a fun thing that would happen. So as you two are walking, Euphemia and Civ, you're sort of making your way down a back alleyway, and you just hear crying coming from a little side alley.
Oh no.
Probably would occur when you're kind of going down this street. You won't let me ping. I'm on the wrong tool.
Does it sound like a child?
It would, yes. You're kind of like around this area.
You will look over at Civ, like, kind of giving him a, like, we should go over there look. Because, like, I mean, she's like, things are gross, right? But, like, she's not evil.
Civ will give a nod and head down the alley.
Cool. You two both turn that way, and this kid isn't hiding. This young girl, you know, some like 7 or 8, just sitting in the corner crying. It's having a real bad time. Like, has chosen like literally the worst possible place to break down, and is like sitting like directly under like a corner, and is just being poured water on. Like, just not having a good time.
I think
What's wrong?
You just walk up and say, "What's wrong?"
What's wrong? Who are you? I don't care who you are, and you don't care who I am. What's wrong?
This kid like you can tell like they're upset. And you can they sort of like start to mumble things to you, kind of like, you know, cry talking, not convenient to listen to. You get the general sense that they're looking for something they cannot find.
Yuffie is gonna walk over and kneel down, and she is going to pull out the blanket that she just bought, and put it around this child's shoulders, and say, "Remember to breathe, dear. I can't understand what you're looking for if you're crying."
That 10,000% works. I didn't need a roll. That's too adorable. You quiet her down. And eventually you're able to parse. She's looking for somebody named Pumpkin.
Oh.
After like a little bit more work, you're able to discover that Pumpkin is like an orange tabby. And she has no idea where her cat's gone.
Oh no!
Where did you last see this cat?
You get the sense that if any more information beyond the fact that she's crying here probably happened in this area.
Okay.
You're not going to get many more leads than it's an orange tabby with a red collar that reads Pumpkin on it.
Oh.
Can I look for a potential spot where a cat would like go to hide, like a little spot that's high up, something like a balcony or something?
Yeah, you're welcome to. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, both of you, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Say, I will help you look, Shaman or Civ. I will, if you want to roll with advantage.
Roll one more time, Civ, to see if you get higher than 17.
Yuffie's like, I can't see.
A 22.
Yo.
Yeah.
So like,
That's pretty good.
You like would like out the corner of your eye on top of the building would see like the flick of a tail that kind of like walks back towards the center of the building.
Oh.
Pumpkin.
Civ would put one finger in front of his mouth and do the shh motion, and offer to pick the girl up for a piggyback ride up to the top of the building.
You're going to carry her up to the top of the building?
Yes.
That's a high building.
Incredible.
Is there like a staircase or a ladder or anything?
Definitely not. These buildings are all pretty old. You might be able to find like a staircase up to like halfway and then have to climb the rest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Although the buildings are
to hang on tight.
They're not all there. They're like cracked and crumbly. So they're not the most firm footing. There are handholds where there normally would not be. Can you roll me an athletics check to climb this building?
Absolutely.
I believe in you. Your DC is, I'll say it's 14. Very good. You sort of climb it up to the top of this building, and as you sort of like, it's like not easy, it's slippery. You sort of claw hold your way up to the top and grab a hold of the rim, pull yourself and her over. And as you do so, you have like just enough time to see the cat like jump from one roof to another.
No!
Oh,
Like he is
no.
booking it away from you.
Does the girl see the cat now?
Probably roll me a d20 on a 11 plus. She does. She sees the cat and yells at him for pumping to come back, and he does not. He's a cat. He is an asshole.
He is cat. He is asshole.
Oh no. I think Yuffie would kind of follow along on the ground because she's not gonna climb up there. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so how dedicated are you to catching this cat right now? Do you like sprint and start jumping from rooftop to rooftop after him?
I don't know if I'm fast enough to catch a cat.
He's just. It's gonna be like whether or not he can hide from you more than if you can can't catch him. You're faster.
Just
Oh,
a
okay.
cat.
Yes, absolutely. I will definitely do that.
Cool. You start to take off after this cat. Go ahead and roll me another athletics check to see if you're fast enough to catch the cat. I will say climbing the building was harder than running across the rooftops. The rooftops, they maybe have like a 3 or 4 foot gap between them, pretty narrow alleyways. You're able to jump from rooftop to rooftop, sort of chase down this cat. The cat will do his best to hide from you because he's an asshole. He's going to roll a d20 and he's going to add a 2. Could you roll a perception check to find the cat? The girl will give you advantage.
Come on, Civ.
Oh,
Oh,
that's with
you
advantage.
inspiration.
I should.
Use
I should.
Would you like to
inspiration.
use your inspiration?
Do it.
I will definitely use my inspiration. Alright.
Think about it this way: if you do,
Oh, that's worse.
You're sort of like running after this cat, and you're like jumping, and you like jump from one rooftop to another, and you like hit a puddle badge, slip. And as you sort of go back up to look for him, you cannot see him.
oh,
Does Yuffie see him like from the
Go ahead
ground?
Roll me one. I'll give him cover against your perception check, so
Okay.
I'll give him a 17. You gotta roll higher than a 17.
come on,
random-
Yuffie.
I cannot
You
see.
also can't find the cat. He's just vanished.
Oh,
Some random kid peeks from behind the corner and goes,
Hey, I found your cat.
Jimmy.
Convenient NPC, please arrive with the cat. I'm begging.
Poor pumpkin.
Do I have
Well,
a small portion of a ration that I could use to lure him?
That would mean knowing where the cat is.
yeah.
Okay.
He's like firmly gotten away from you this time. You might see him again and have to catch him later.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep
He's
looking.
he's not just gonna go disintegrate somewhere.
That's-
Yeah, no, I was afraid the cat was dead, so I'm
I
glad.
wouldn't have done that. Listen, I could not have done that.
I will.
I was gonna say, what would
well,
Mako think?
We like
Oh.
cats in this house.
So this is a fun fact that nobody will ever be able to know. I couldn't tell my friend Cassie what to put on the coins, so every single coin has a very faint image of my cat on it on the landing page.
Hold on.
Fantastic.
You can't make it out. I'll post a picture of it, but you can't make it out unless I show it to you.
You kinda can't. I think I see like eyes. I think.
It's not very good.
I'm looking real hard.
Funny.
Yeah. So, with that,
Sid will carry the
unfortunately,
girl back down.
at this time, you don't think you're gonna have you failed to catch the cat this time.
Poor guy.
Um,
We'll try again later.
you're able to
child.
sort of take this girl and sort of you find out where she lives in like the refugee camp and send her on her way. So calm her down. You're able to find she does have parents. She's not an orphan or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're able to sort of help them out.
What?
Bad.
Would she tell us her name?
I did not come up with one. I'm open to suggestions.
For some reason, the name Jean came to my head.
Sure.
Bean.
Sure, we can do Jean. There you go. She's a young refugee girl who lost her cat Pumpkin.
Her name is Jean Pam because I saw Pam in the chat.
Very good, Jean Pam.
Jean. Yeah. We're
All
gonna
right.
try and find pumpkin later.
All right. So with that, the party is able to do a couple things. Anytime you guys are welcome to go to the tomorrow if you want to head out on your journey. I don't know how late we want to go till today. I don't know whether we decided 10 or 10:30.
Probably 10. I can't stay much later.
Okay, we can do 10. Do you guys want to get the first half of your little adventure started, and do some stuff like that, or would you guys like to explore the town a bit more?
We can start the adventure.
I
Yeah.
like adventure.
Adventure.
All right. I'm so glad you did that because the way things have shaped out, I know exactly what happens.
Oh boy.
All right. So, you guys all head back and head to sleep. And we will go ahead and kickstart the first little bit of actual adventuring. The party would meet at the northeastern gate out of the city, which is marked by these little blue symbols here. From there, you would gather together. Does anybody prepare vastly different from their normal everyday wear? Do you have like better armor or anything on?
Nope.
What I have is what I have.
That's
Very well.
Basically the
Yeah,
same.
I think Yuffie would just try to like make herself look clean, but
Okay.
doesn't have anything else, so.
All right. So, who would like to navigate through the city on this section?
Whoa.
Where were we exiting from?
You're exiting from the northeastern gate. This one right here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who would like to be the party's token until I make a party token?
Yuffie will.
Yay! Good for you, Fee.
Ding. So you get ready to head outside.
Of course I
There's
must
like
leave.
maybe 4 guards at this gate. You know, normally this gate would probably be guarded by twice as many as that. Say, anything you need before you head out there?
I believe we've gotten everything that we need, though, if you have extra directions, that would be lovely.
I'm afraid I don't know anything.
Oh, F.
Thank you, sir.
I will say we saw some sort of a large dog a little while ago.
Oh,
Probably weighed more than you did.
A large dog?
Yeah. Like a wolf, like big.
Oh! Lovely. Any other strange monsters lurking around here?
None that we've seen.
I see.
Roll me a d20.
I'm,
You want high or low?
Oh,
You want high or low before you roll it? Pick high or low.
low, because I've been rolling low so far.
You're gonna roll a 19.
you're gonna jinx it.
What did you get? Did you get a low?
I got a 13.
You got a high.
Dang it!
You don't get that extra tidbit information.
God friggin' damn it!
Always shoot high.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What was the information that we're supposed to get?
Basically he said that there's some sort of large dog they've spotted from the walls.
Puppy.
Doug, I have a
Large
question.
dog, huh?
Yeah, go for it.
Danger puppy.
Which direction did Yuffie come in when she got to Law?
You would have come from the east.
Oh, okay.
You would know this. So you see the circle, that like the shadow outside the city? If you zoom all the way out,
Oh,
zoom all the way. You see like where the fog is outside of the city?
yes.
Since you've been there, you would know that is where the ocean is now. The ocean waters have risen that high.
Wow.
that, it's only on the east side. The west side is not surrounded. It's only on the east. That's where the coast comes up to. It's like
Wow.
only a couple hundred meters away from the wall.
Gotcha. Okay, interesting.
So, with that started, would you guys like to get going?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. As you step outside, it is yet again pitch black. Those of you who don't have dark sight or dark vision are basically blind. You can see literally 10 feet in front of you.
Good thing I have a lantern.
Do you light a lantern?
Now I'm scared.
I could just.
We were told earlier, like, be careful. Like, there are other kind of like dangerous creature things. Like, we should move side, like, as to not draw attention to ourselves. So you can't see it, and that's a problem. But I'm worried about the lantern. And I think Verity would bring it up. I think if she saw Yuffie like going to light the lantern, she'd like hold up a hand and go, "Wait a second."
What?
Uh.
I'm simply lighting a lamp. What else? What do you expect me to do? I can't see.
Oh,
How do I want to do this?
I walk up with as warm of a smile as I can muster, and I offer a hand. A claw.
A claw.
Bird
In
smile.
Bird smile.
She's going to, like, kind of very tentatively reach out. Like, hand, like, very, like, holding with, like, 2 fingers. I appreciate your chivalry.
of course. Forgive
Similarly.
me, Amos. Forgive me, I am ice cold. I've been told I have ice cold touch.
He's so funny.
Yeah, you get that genuinely from him. Like he's not been told that his hands are freezing cold.
Oh, thank goodness I have gloves.
Verity will similarly hold out a hand to Civ. I would like to do some listening and also some looking around if I can.
Yeah, I was going just to ask. Would both of my dark vision players roll me perception checks at advantage because you have a teammate with you?
Okay.
They don't get to roll, so they get to help you.
That's agony.
Perception with advantage.
Do I want to use inspiration on that? I think I do.
Go ahead.
Listen. If I don't use it, I can't earn more.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Inspiration hasn't been too inspirational, has it?
No, it hasn't.
Oh my god.
We're rolling so bad.
I mean, Civ, would you like to spend
Shit.
your inspiration on somebody to reroll?
I already used my inspiration for the cat.
Oh my god, you're right. Alright. I'm feeling generous and I want this to happen. I will offer one of you an inspiration at this moment, but give me a D&D fact about your character.
A D&D fact about, like, what do you mean? Like,
something you
clarify.
haven't told me, like your favorite food or favorite color, some little knick-knack bullshit.
Civ Rampart has a sister.
I knew that.
That you didn't?
Yeah, I can't know it. You gotta make it up. That's the idea. You gotta make it up.
Oh, I got it.
Sometimes Verity will spice up food that she's eating with, like, bits of ash from, like, a freshly blown out fireplace.
Incredibly good fun fact. Go ahead and have an inspiration.
Ash, huh?
Thanks. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about tieflings. They're very silly.
You
And
can reroll one last time.
survive on charcoal and or ash for periods of time.
Alright, we tried.
We really did. I don't know why we can't escape.
You tried so hard. I'm like
We
real sad.
did.
I'm real sad you guys
Rolled
didn't get
with
that.
advantage twice.
Doug, I rolled 4 times.
I'm well aware you guys didn't get that.
Give me a try.
It'd be
Hold
that
on.
way.
I
That'd be
forgot
that
I have to roll something.
Oh.
Can we all offer up, like, facts, fun facts, and then each of us
All
gets
right, Tornrobe, my friend. As you
Yeah,
guys
sure.
step outside and walk maybe the first 100 feet sort of tentatively out of the gate, as you look from side to side in the rubble of a destroyed building, you see a uniquely question mark shaped form kind of wiggle in the breeze and move further into the building. Does your dark vision include color?
I don't know. I know I can see 120 feet in front of me.
Yeah, let me check.
I don't know if any of the dark vision allows people to see in color, truthfully.
So, the warlock one does.
I see.
Hey.
You see a shape moving in this building. but you don't get to know what color it is. It's just a various form of gray.
Question mark shape.
Kind of moves tentatively lower into a building, very quietly off in the distance.
Like a
It's
sentient.
quest we have to turn in.
The sentient.
Curiosity gets the better of me, and I walk towards the building.
Oh,
Okay, does
where are we
anybody
going?
follow?
Where are we going? Yuffie has to
Yuffie is
follow.
going with him.
Do you want to go,
She
Verity?
keeps
Do you walk off the path to this destroyed building?
Verity is gonna kind of reach out a hand and put it on his shoulder, I think, and kind of ask like, "Where are you going?
Oh,
Is that like what direction is that building in?"
It's
I
just like off the
imagine
road.
not.
It's like this building.
Yes.
It's just like we'll move you guys up there. It's like barely off the
Okay.
beaten path.
Okay, yeah, she'll go. What are you doing?
I saw something.
Okay, that doesn't mean we need to go look at it.
Yeah, I agree with her. You know, it's
Only
very.
give me a moment. I will be back.
Oh, it's so dark.
yeah. I take Yuppie's hand and I take Verity's
Verity?
empty hand and put them together.
All right. So you sort
I will
of
return in a moment.
you walk off the beaten
And I
path.
scamper off into the building.
Cool. Roll me a stealth check.
Stealth, huh?
I hope you're stealthy.
Probably not. Yep. See.
You sort of walk over and like step on a board, and like the board kind of like goes up, and it like hits something, and it makes this horrible like thwap noise, and you hear a very startled meow come from the building.
How dare
What is? Oh! Oh, I hear they're tasty.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just...
The genuine fear.
Hear a distinguishable, obviously a cat noise come from this building.
Oh.
Oh my.
Can I roll persuasion on a cat?
No, you can roll animal handling though.
Animal hand.
animal handling.
All right. Well, cats are solitary creatures. You will have disadvantage on any animal handling checks to persuade Pumpkin to come out of the building. Oh, actually,
Damn.
that's not true. You don't get to do that yet.
We'll take that.
Okay, well, okay. All right, I will say we have to start something. Everybody here knows that there is everybody else here would have heard that startled cat noise. So we're gonna do something because this is the whole idea behind that cat being there was very purposefully. We're gonna roll some initiative.
Oh,
Love it.
So can everybody go roll their initiative for me.
Okay.
oh boy.
Oh, that's not quite what I'm looking for.
Initiative.
Where's the button for that? God damn it!
So on the top right, go to the crossing source.
It's on the front page underneath, like, your proficiency. There you go.
Cool. All right. So, Tornrobe, you spend your first turn attempting to entice Pumpkin to leave. Everybody, welcome to the first skill challenge. You need to get
Love
5
it.
successes before you get 3 failures, or Pumpkin will get away once again.
Oh no.
Civ, you're first on the block. How do you get Pumpkin out of this funny building?
I do a funny dance.
How does that help? You know how skill challenges work.
Huh?
You know how
You
skill
know how
challenges
skill
work.
challenges work.
Yes, I am going to do a performance check.
Okay, how does that help? You have to explain it.
I'm trying to be cute and like, you know, here, kitty, 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 look at
Okay,
me. I'm so
very
funny.
good. Go ahead and roll a performance check. 18, 2 successes. You need 3 more to get the Pumpkin out of the building. All right,
Pumpkin,
you're up next.
Oh god.
Go, Yuffie. I believe.
Oh no. I think she would try to. I can't say the same thing or else it'll be harder. And
It gets 2 harder every time you do the same thing.
yeah, let's see here. I think she would, she would take out her, she would take off her little, like, signet ring, and, like, some of her other, like, gold coins and things, make sure that they're all in, like, her little, like, purse pouch thing, and, like, shake it to try and get this cat's attention.
Incredible. Incredible. Okay, so how does that work?
Probably animal handling.
It will be harder. You could go into the building. That is an option. You don't have to stay outside.
She would try to go into the building. Oh god, I don't know. Maybe she would. Pumpkin's so big.
Pumpkin is one of my good friend's cats. He's had a tumor removed recently, and as such has to wear a donut at all times.
Pumpkin.
This is for you, Ryan. God bless Pumpkin.
Aw, Pumpkin.
All right, sorry. What would you like to roll?
Oh god. Okay. Well then maybe she'll roll. Maybe she'll like use stealth to kind of quietly walk in and.
You want to try to sneak in and get the cat? Great.
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh god. Yo!
A 17. That's your third success. All right. Next up on the list, Tornrobe. You used your first action to attempt to entice the cat out with your animal handling. Could you describe that to us? You've already succeeded because I'm not going to make you roll again for it.
Yeah, okay, so I get an idea. I grab one of the down feathers and I just pluck it out.
Oh,
and then
the feather.
I unravel a little bit, maybe about... I have 50 feet of hempen rope in my explorer's pack, so what I do is I take about maybe 7 feet of it, and then I guess unravel that little tendril of rope, tie it around the feather, and then try and lure the cat out with it by wiggling it right in front of it.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Verity, how do you get Pumpkin out of this destroyed building?
I would like to go into the building.
Okay, you can. It's
Cool.
like pretty cramped in there, but you can make your way into there. What do you want to try to do? You see Pumpkin he's like moving around between like fallen rebar and fallen like wood. It's like a pretty collapsed building, but you can sort of like make your way in.
Gotcha. And it's pretty cramped, you said, right?
It's not the easiest place to navigate around.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense why a cat would be hiding in there. How nice of it. My knee-jerk instinct was to use thaumaturgy to create like the sound of like mice noises. I don't know if Pumpkin eats mice, but maybe he does.
I think Pumpkin eats mice. So that's not a leveled spell. So a cantrip will still require a roll.
I can roll whatever you want me to.
Well, no, you get to decide what attribute you feel like makes the most sense.
I mean, it is a spell that I am casting. However, my Arcana is quite bad.
Well, yeah, but Arcana, it's like I would say you get to use your charisma. So why don't you like roll your persuasion?
Okay. Do you like mice, Pumpkin?
Unfortunately,
I don't know. I guess not.
We're out of inspiration at this point. Unfortunately, a 10 is not enough to entice Pumpkin outside. So that's 3 successes, 1 failure. Back up to the top of the order. Civ, how do you attempt to entice Pumpkin out? Euphemia's in the back, trying to sneak up on him, trying to get him on out of there. Tornrobe has assembled some sort of strange fishing rod contraption with a feather and some string. Your funny dance has worked.
I will. I don't know what it would fall under, but I have a great idea.
Go for it.
I would like to fasten a very, very basic looking box and flip it over and put it right in front of me.
Oh my god.
All right, I will.
Would that be survival?
Yes. Don't roll anything yet. All right. Go ahead and roll a survival check.
Please.
An 18 is a success. You think you've
Man,
managed to
you're, like,
slightly
killing
entice Pumpkin out from underneath here. That's 4 successes, 1 failure. All right, Yuffie, you're up next. You've made your way sneakily into the back of the building.
Yeah, so I think from there, she would maybe try to, like, if, you know, the cat is aimed to, like, head for the box, right? I think Yuffie would try to, like, bump into something to make, like, a loud sound. So,
Okay.
So that it shoots off some...
What does that fall under?
Maybe, like, intimidation?
I will let you... That is 100% intimidation.
Get the hell out of there, you damn cat.
Get him.
Listen, Yuffie's not a cat. Like, Yuffie's not... Damn it.
Oh,
A 5 does not succeed to get Pumpkin out. You attempt to spook him, but he's too firm. 3, that is 4 successes, 1 failure. Tornrobe, you are the last one up. You either catch Pumpkin or he gets away.
no, Pumpkin!
I can't do the same thing again, can I?
If you can, don't use the same idea, and if you roll the same skill, the DC goes up by 2 each time you do the same skill. So you are best off attempting to make one of your niche stats work. And if you cast a spell that would work, it does count as an automatic success.
Wait, I don't even know why. I don't even know the backstory behind this cat. Why am I trying to lure it out?
Good question.
Maybe Civ filled us in. Maybe Yuffie
probably filled you in.
I saw Civ dancing and I thought, is there a reason he's doing that?
Oh, the cat! We gotta get him out of there!
Yes, we must save Pumpkin.
His name is Pumpkin.
Yes. A little girl in town, Miss Jean Pam, she lost her cat, and I believe that's the same one. It's kind of dark, I can't see, but like...
It sounds the same.
Would I know who that is? Would Tornrobe know?
Not a clue.
No.
Damn. How old is she? I asked this. How old is Jean Pam?
She's like what? Like
8?
Yeah. She's about 8, 7, 8, something like that. Small.
Maybe.
Okay, this is gonna be a real shot in the dark, but I think one of my effects is I can use mimicry as...
As a Kenku, you can recreate sounds you have heard.
I've heard 8-year-old girls before, I'm sure. That sounded weird, but you get the point.
I know exactly what you're going for. If you'd like to, you can roll me a persuasion attempt.
Okay.
I think persuasion has already been done. It has already been done once. I will give you advantage on it because you're using your mimicry feature, but I will make it harder.
Where's advantage?
It's your spellcasting stat, though, so...
You are very good at it.
Well, actually, it would be deception, wouldn't it? Because I'm pretending to be a different person.
Whoa.
Technically, yes. So yeah, I mean, if you want to know a fun fact, persuasion makes it 2 harder. So it's literally the same thing either way. But you can roll deception instead, and we'll keep the DC the same. Go ahead and roll me that check with advantage.
Here we go.
I believe...
Yo!
With a 21, you finally manage to entice Pumpkin out, and he saunters out and sets himself up in this strangely modern cardboard box. And you have now acquired a pumpkin.
Pumpkin!
Oh, how delightful. She'll be so pleased. Somebody else hold it.
Allow me.
I hold my claws out to Pumpkin, and I just make...
Talons.
Pumpkin's gonna make a will save.
No.
Pumpkin, no.
Alright, Pumpkin.
What save?
He's gonna roll his wisdom save. Yeah, he's not afraid of you.
Yay!
The joke there is that Pumpkin has a +7 to his wisdom.
He's not that spooky.
He's very
cute.
wise.
You manage to convince this pumpkin that you are his friend, and with that, you're able to safely deliver him back to the guards, who will hold on to him until you get back. And with that, we get ready to actually march out on our journey. But that is a tale for another time.
Wow.
What a blessed first session.
Oh, man.
We
How
got
silly.
had on our first session.
I knew you guys wanted to catch him so bad, and I'm like, I put him in because you need to find like
Cat.
I knew for a fact that was going to be a skill challenge, and I'm like, I'm dying to have them do this. So I'm happy that went so well. I'm happy you guys got him. He would keep coming back and getting harder and harder every time to find him. But
Oh, pumpkin.
Love pumpkin. Mm. Oh
All right.
man.
I do adore.
Mm-hmm.
What a great session.
That was fantastic. Oh. Let's see.
I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get to know these characters more, my own
Oh.
included.
Yes!
I'm actually really excited. Yeah, that's great.
Oh.
Also, I think that's the definition of selfless.
What?
I think that's the definition of selfless.
What is?
Saving a random cat.
I.
All
Not
right.
all wants are selfish. Sometimes you
Oh.
want to do things for other people.
What's it? Yeah. That's why I said selfless. All right. So, with that, that is all I have for today. How did you guys find taking notes?
Not
I
as
took
hard as
notes.
I thought it would be.
Notes were taken.
Yeah, I
We have
don't
no foes yet, so
I don't
Yep.
know if my notes are like grand, but they're
No,
there.
no. Like just having the names is super very easy. I'm glad you did a fantastic job, Finn.
Thank you.
Wow. Goyle McDougal is just a fantastic man.
Hee.
I
Actually, I have a bit of notes that I started taking on my phone before I was pointed to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have notes
That's
on my
the thing,
iPad
but-
of specifically all the people that we've run into, because I wanted to do the friends, or rather, I wanted to do the people, so I was like, I came prepared.
Thank you for running the campaign, Doug, and
Yeah, oh my
Yes,
god.
this
Thank
is
you
so
very much, Liam.
good.
Fun game.
and also thank you, Finny, for streaming.
Of course, you are all always
Yeah.
welcome on my funny little spaceship. And I'm just really
Your
excited.
egg carton.
The egg carton. That's what it's
The
called.
egg carton.
We are extranauts on the
Oh.
ship.
A fun fact, I will mention this. Because you saved Pumpkin, you can all have your inspiration back.
Yay!
That is the reward for saving Pumpkin.
Oh my gosh,
Hooray.
worth it.
Pumpkin is a rapscallion. He can and will get away again.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Naughty boy. Oh man. Oh, with that.
Have a great night, guys. I
Yeah.
gotta,
Yeah, thank you guys so much for playing in my campaign. Hope you guys had a
Oh
fun
my
time.
god.
Yeah.
Same
Thank you for
time next
running the
week.
game.
Same time
Yeah, same
next
time
week.
next
Same time
week.
next
week.
Hopefully, hopefully my apartment doesn't flood again, and I can play at my desk with my computer and my mic.
That would be.
That would be
better.
great.
But
Have a good
listen,
night.
man, it's a miracle I was even here.
Yeah. Oh,
I wanted to
man.
play so bad. I'm so glad that I did. I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it next week.
Yet again. Oh, what's up?
no, I was just saying same.
Yeah. Now there's a lot coming, guys. It's gonna get bookkeepy, and we'll see about if everybody lives. You know.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we'll try.
We gonna live. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I guess I know you need to go, Shaman, but I'll be brief with it. Just remember, don't forget you guys can hand out inspiration to each other if you feel like somebody did something that you like. The only time that I think it probably could have happened, most of you guys spent it. You're gonna get it back, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
So just feel free to be like, oh, I kind of liked when this guy did that thing. Okay, I've received an answer. Pumpkin does like boxes. A box will always be an automatic success.
Yeah.
Yes.
Write that
Life
down, write that
hacks.
down. Wait, it's me.
Notes.
Have a good night, everybody.
Alrighty.
See you. Good night, Shaman.
Good night.
Everybody have a wonderful night. Good night.
Later.